live. Welcome to the stream. Ember, aka He-Man, says the title made me believe this was a Tommy King celebration stream. We did one of those for Black History Month, I think. He was part of the Portraits in Black Excellence series, I'm pretty sure. I'm open to it. He's just kind of I haven't seen him around that much recently. All right, so today we're doing Kings episode 1, but before that, the rest of the week, tomorrow is sightings, which is going to be UFOs. Oh man, it actually looks like a pretty good setup of episodes. Curses, cloning, UFOs, hauntings. Pretty looks like a pretty full slate. Then Friday we go back to Memphis for 1988 wrestling, which looks great. Saturday's going to be an interesting Boyd watch, I think. What's up, JF? And that's it. Then hopefully Monday we'll be back to a normal schedule. We can get back on the Luke West deep dive. I do want to do sometime. I want to watch the June the King documentary on Mobility Mary. I thought it was a really great. I think it's honestly the best documentary he's ever made. I think it's really, and I think it's of relevance to us as people who appreciate the Boyd to appreciate Mobility Mary. I'm even down for we could watch the June the King doc and then do spend the rest of the stream watching her old videos. I mean, I'm down. I think Mobility Mary's worth an episode. What's up, South to West? Kings was absolutely heartbreaking for Ben. It was a real roller coaster ride, I feel like. But I feel like there, as much as I want more of it. Yeah, JF, exactly. Yeah, exactly. The series ending, well, I don't know if we mean it exactly the same. But I feel like it built to a point and then it just had such an epic, insane, unhinged ending that it's can you really bring it back? It's kind of like Ruby and Grace. It really made me think about that of even if you could get them back together, is there any way that it would really be the same? You know what I mean? It's kind of like we were talking about bringing in Karrion Kross into AEW. It's yeah, he would have it. It would be interesting, but it would always feel it'd be tough to live up to people's expectations, I guess. But man, the finale of King, I remember at the beginning I'll talk about it once we get into the actual mainstream, but Kings was definitely an interesting run of content, I think. One of the best podcast premieres in history. Wow, Matsy, those some pretty strong praise. Grace blowing. Yep, accurate. Are you talking about the beer bottle again? We're not. Did you see, Dave? Oh yeah, you did see it. You commented on it. You said I should use a paper towel to soak up the grease, and I did. I made a video about it. Oh, also, I heard from VP. She sent me a very lengthy update. It was a lot of information to process. And then she made a post saying again, kind of similar stuff about what was going on. And then she tagged me in it because I had posted a video of her dyeing her hair out on the balcony. And I thought it was just funny to dye your hair outdoors anyway. But then she didn't, I don't know if she was high or what was going on, but she didn't put any gloves on. So her hands were all just neon pink and shit. But I thought it was a really fun video. But apparently she liked the video too. But VP alive, Bethadone is back. She told me not too long, I think either yesterday or last night or today, that she felt like her dark arc was kind of coming to an end, that she was getting back on the right track. Up there with the first episode of Primetime. It would be interesting to go back and watch myself watching the first episode of Primetime. Because I think we were kind of we definitely weren't committed to 97 episodes out of the gate. And I feel I'm trying to remember. I feel I tried to keep you guys interested. I felt like I was maybe going to lose a lot of you on Primetime. So I tried to keep you hooked by the fact that episode 3 had Killer Kowalski in it. And then I think by the time we got to episode 3, there were people who were okay, who were open to watching more of the show. I think that was the vibe anyway. I could be wrong. That pizza grease will erode my insides. Well, I don't care. Literally everything is gonna rot my insides, I think, at this point. I think everything has so many like microplastics and whatever else in it that I'm probably like doomed anyway. But at least I can have some decent pizza. I do think, I don't know if you guys, how many of you eat Jack's pizzas, which are like I'm not gonna say they're the bottom tier pizza because at least they have real cheese, unlike Totino's. Oh, south to west. We were talking about, we were talking about a long time ago about, remember in the comments on my review of the Totino's Ultimate, we were talking about like what's really the difference besides like a few extra toppings. It's because the Ultimates use real cheese. The regular $2 Totino, well, that's how much they are here. $2 Totino's uses cheese product, which if you've made one recently, you'll notice the cheese doesn't actually melt on a Totino's pizza anymore. But the Totino's Ultimates are made with real cheese. So isn't that kind of a fucking sad statement on our society when you have, like, the norm is fucking fake cheese, and then like the premium product is real cheese? Like, that's crazy. Hey, what's up, Luna Star? Luna Star would like to thank everyone for 326 subscribers. So keep subscribing, keep watching the videos, keep spending time with your family and friends. Have a rockin' 2025, and don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, that's kind of shitty to me that like real cheese is considered like a luxury at this point. How depressing. Can't wait to see what I'll be taste testing in like, 2 years or something. Like, have you ever had a Totino's lately, south to west? Like, not only did they double in price, but like the quality of the product. And again, we're talking about a Totino's pizza, right? We're not talking about an elite level pizza that dropped a tier. We're talking about Totino's doesn't really, unless you go to a gas station or you go to a like a like a bodega or something, you're probably not going to find a pizza that's a mainstream lower tier pizza than Totino's, unless you get like the generic Kroger version, which I'll check and see if Kroger's pizza uses real cheese. But like, it's crazy that a pizza that was already so so no frills, they're like, oh, fuck it, we're not even going to give these people cheese anymore. 327 subscribers. Oh my god, your cheese doesn't even get moldy anymore. Your goal is to get to 1,000 and monetize. Hell yeah. All right. Well, listen, we're to our allotted time now. Let's get down to business. So, Kings to me is some of the best Thorp content in a long time, but Kings is absolutely one of the things that I got like 100% wrong. I was anti Kings. I was anti bringing Manar on. Everything I had seen about Manar just reeked of like the same shit that was happening with the kick streams, where everything seemed like scripted or fake, or like, he was having these crash outs, but he's a real animated guy, so it's hard to tell like if it was real or not. And I don't know if the things that transpired on Kings were real, but they were really fun to watch in a way that to me the kick content wasn't. But I was so against the Kings and Manar collab. But I watched the first episode and I was like, there's potential here. And then by the time Grace does a stream directly after this one, which I've already covered, I think it was called Real Bitch Talk, and that's when she takes out Manar. And then everything after this is Manar basically, after he's been gutted by Grace, trying to like fight Ben. Like Grace, it's like in Gladiator, like where the Emperor like mortally wounds the gladiator guy, Russell Crowe, before the last fight. Like, that's what happened. This first exchange between Ben and Manar, doesn't go quite as crazy as I expected. But then Grace comes in and, like, just, stabs Manar in the back and then kicks off all of the craziness. You think Celeste pizzas are... Oh, I forgot about the Celeste pizzas. Shit. Elios? I've never had those before. But anyway, I was wrong about Kings. I was wrong about Manar. It ended up being great content. I don't know that you can ever reopen the content because it ended in such a, like, I'm saying spectacular in terms of like it was a spectacle. I'm not using spectacular necessarily as like a positive adjective, but it was a spectacle. It was classic Ben. And when we finally get there, which it's probably not going to be for like 2 weeks, but when we get to episode 3, I have the full episode from the perspective of Manar. So it has the you get to see what happens after Thorpe TV cut the cameras or whatever misunderstood cut the cameras, and you get to see the continuation of Ben's crash out on Manar and then Manar's like dazed response to it. But anyway, here is episode 1. Let's go ahead and get started. Meet Your Kings, episode 1. As you can see, they've got Ben on a majestic steed, and then Manar's on a camel. I couldn't not cover this. I had to do it. Oh, hang on. I turned my volume way down, I guess. Oh, here we go. Tomorrow night's, oh wow, it's a karaoke weekend. Time to get hype. Memphis wrestling really helped me appreciate this angle, I think. That you could bring somebody in for just a few shows and get a good storyline out of it and then just jettison them. Also, if you watch this and you're interested in seeing real bitch talk with like the chat and my commentary, if you go into my stream, it's called The Last Trad Girl Saying Goodbye to Grace Thorpe. It's got, not only does it have the full episode of real bitch talk, it's got the Manar crash out on Lol Cow Rejects on right after it. Vinny Slug, what's up, man? I'm going to the library today, Vinny. I'll keep you updated. You ready for some Manar reports, Vinny? What's going on? How long's the intro on this thing? We're almost there. Vinny's on record, by the way, saying that he would pass on Ben, Grace, and Ruby as far as romantic options. Where do you see this shit, Vinny? Gets nuts. When we get to episode 3, Vinny, you're not gonna believe it. Look at Manar, he's already got his boxing gloves on. Hey, what's up, Media Hits? I'm so hyped to revisit Kings. You remember how it starts? That's him. You truly cannot appreciate some things until you see them with like the full, like with the big picture. Like this opening at the time was just like cringe, but now knowing how the story plays out, like it's awesome that this is how the show started. So it's hilarious when he, yeah. Oh, the gloves are off, guys. Oh, on his end of the stream.
All right. Look at.
This is from June, I think. I want to say June or July. June. Yeah, maybe March. I don't know.
You.
I talked to Ben on July 3rd. It was definitely quite a bit before that.
Shaved.
Oh, yeah, several
hello.
months ago.
Hey.
Did you see me?
I see you perfect. You see me?
Sorry, I was doing a small thing. There's a small event happening. I had to do it really quickly before the stream. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Can't understand a word he
All right.
said.
I would say welcome, but this is our show. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes,
We are equal partners.
All I can think about is how it is. I just
We are equal partners.
every
We
action
are
leads
equal
to that
partners.
final 60 seconds.
Bet, we're equal.
We're okay. We're not the same, but we are equal partners. Now, I want
The
give
same
you-
but equal.
Grace is going to give you in 2 hours the keys to this channel. Do you know what that means?
I'm smoking Cross of the Titans. I always save my heavy hitting weed for the territory headliners.
That means we trust you.
Durunda,
We
the
trust
Thorps,
you. No problem.
Opium Ben.
You sure?
I have
Absolutely.
event to do, you pig
But
eater.
she's gonna do that.
What does he say? You cow eater, pig worshiper.
So that we don't feel like this is not my channel that you're on. This is not the Thorpe channel that you're on. This is Kings. This is Misunderstood.
They've got Manar so hyped up, man, that Ben is this monster, and you better not show any weakness to Ben. Look at Manar; it's just like he's so primed for this. Grace, absolutely. I mean, it's over for Manar. He makes it through this episode, but then in real bitch talk, like it's Grace puts an end to it.
Let me give you a little background as to how this channel was created.
Trad Sassin.
Tell me, I'm interested.
Grace, you got it? Okay. And you can you can interrupt me whenever you want. This channel originally, my daughter in November of last year, out of nowhere. Now we both believe in God, right?
Thank God. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Now I want to ask you, can I say that as a Christian?
Say
Okay.
astaghfirullah.
Can he
Inshallah,
say
'cause
this?
I know there's some things
Can
that
Ben
Christians-
Thorpe say
it's
this?
offensive if Christians say, but you let me know.
You especially, Ben, you need to say astaghfirullah.
I need to what?
Astaghfirullah. It should be your favorite word.
Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to spell that. I do know that Palestinian Christians use the same word for God, Allah.
Manar's
So-
all like jittery.
I don't know what that word means exactly,
You're smart.
but so I have no problem with that.
Ben is in the mode to extract information, right? He's going to get Manar to talk. Grace is in her apex social predator mode. She's got her ears tuned in. She's collecting and then ready to weaponize the information that Ben extracts.
Now, okay, I'll just give you a quick version of this so you know what's up.
Tell me,
channel
what is this channel about?
Okay, this channel is called Misunderstood. Prior to being called Misunderstood, it was called Lol Cow Rejects. And that's because it was started, my daughter, we're streaming, tiny streamers out of nowhere.
You got to remember too, if you're not really in on the Thorpe universe, like people had contacted Manar and told him a bunch of stuff about the Thorpes. So he is coming into this collab like very much on the defensive, and you can tell the Thorpes know that because Ben's being like exceedingly like, hey, you can interrupt me anytime you want to, like being super, super patient with him to try to like subvert those expectations. And, in my opinion, and this is just good social strategy, it's not particularly evil, but Ben wants to get rid of those defenses because Ben's goal as a content creator is to get the best content, which is to get Manar to, open up.
Who is
in
our
my
chat?
opinion.
Drama alert. Daniel Keem. How many million on Twitter? 1.3 million on Twitter. Multi-millionaire. Huge, well-known. Do you know his name? Keemstar?
Keemstar, yes, I've heard of him.
Big. Okay, not in the debate sphere, but in the internet and more drama sphere. Okay. Comes out of nowhere, within 5 minutes, invites us on his big show. 5K, 7K, 10K live, concurrent, right? We're sitting there talking to 80 people. He's saying, tomorrow, come on my show. And we look.
And we've all seen how Ben
Grace knew at least
verbally,
enough to know, like, that's a big name.
extracts.
I was like, who is this guy? I have
from
no
people.
idea. She barely knew, but knew it was big. Come on our show tomorrow. 8K concurrent viewers, okay? So we go from 80 on a Tuesday to 8,000 on a Wednesday, okay? We have 24 hours to prepare. We have no idea who the guy is. And what do?
Tiny
We don't really
streamers out of
prepare.
Armpit, Rhode
we
Island.
try to look at his stuff. I don't understand it. She's not really into it, but like, are you going to say no? No. So we go on kind of naked, right? We just go on naked. It's him. Are you familiar with the show? The main show is called Lol Cow Live. You ever seen it?
Lol Cow Live, never.
Okay, do you know what the term lol cow means?
Lol Cow, like some kind
LOL.
of emoticon. LOL, I know LOL, yeah.
Because lol cow meaning a person.
Funny cow or funny guy.
A person who's kind of an idiot.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
so
I know this.
Chris
Funny
Chan,
cow.
You know what that stuff
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
Chris Chan, that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's a lol cow.
Ben
So this is
referencing
like
Chris
lol cow
Chan is
live,
pretty
and I guess
interesting.
we're lol cows. Okay, so we come on, no idea, but the big names, Boogie2988. Do you know who he is? Big fat guy.
Yeah.
One of the.
He is
you
pig
know,
worshiper, cow eater.
I don't know what. How many subs? 2 million subs on YouTube.
He came on the show with Keem.
He's one of the stars of the show. He's still on the show today. That show regularly ranks, if you look, you can find stats, one of the top 5 earners on YouTube in the United States. Okay? Huge show. Big money. We come on. They do this allegation thing, which I want you to do, but I don't want to do it with you. I don't want to sell you that
I'm confident, too, that if Ben and Grace weren't siphoning power from the basement, they would definitely be here to answer our Kings-related questions.
Not a whatever. Let other people try to sell it to you. You make your own decision. Ava was doing it yesterday. She's welcome to come do it today. We are not interested in, I have nothing, I do not want to tell you about how I don't have sex
What's
with
up? It's me.
A, B, or C. I don't know.
I know. Listen, Ben. Just to drop this whole thing.
I think Grace sees herself as a lol cow, just based on how she talks about herself. I don't think Ben thinks he is one. I think that Ben thinks because he's like, I think a big component for a lot of people in the lol cow stuff is that they aren't self-aware, but Ben is self-aware in how his actions are seen. But like, I just don't think he cares.
I really believe.
But in modern internet where there's so much monetization involved, maybe we kind of have to drop the self-awareness aspect because a lot of them do view it as like a business.
A lot of this is allegations. I've seen you recently make these jokes. For example, you said something to Gracie about, show off your chest or whatever. So I've heard about these. These are jokes. I get it. You're doing jokes.
I understand that. It's better that you reserve your judgment because this.
Well, wait, Grace. I think Grace used to refer to herself as a lol calf, if I remember right.
Is going to be a lot of what Grace's show is about. Going over it. It's fine. People are interested.
That show
People are
would last
fascinated.
one
You
episode. Real bitch
are the
talk.
type of person that kind of understands intuitively.
But what a show, man.
This doesn't make any sense. But here on the internet, people can't see things like that. They see a man, and 99% of people on the internet go, I hate men. I'm angry, right? My dad, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm
99%.
I'm always surprised by that. I'm always in disbelief. Like the
Never be
propaganda,
surprised.
how easy it works on these people. I'm always surprised.
Never be surprised. On the internet, up is down, black is white, male is female, literally a lot of the times. Okay, so gay is straight. So okay, so follow me. And then we'll go. We'll let it go. But so we go on the show. They do that stuff. I yell at them, right? Because what are you talking about? But we try. It's difficult because the reason we're on there is because of the allegations. So we want to be fun or whatever. But I've had enough. I yell at them. They drop us. Then we came back one more time.
You think Grace has evolved
No, I
from
went
Lil
to
Calf
jail,
at this point?
And then you were on again. Okay, and then it was like, what's the jail thing? Each time they drop us, no explanation, in the
Yes.
middle of us being on there, no.
Well, we've talked about it like a million times. It's one of the most fascinating aspects of the Thorpes to me is that, like, most people would, like, say you've got D-Dog in the car with you or in the RV and he runs into a store. Like, most people wouldn't, knowing that they're on camera and especially knowing that D-Dog is going to go back and, like, rewatch these streams he's on a million times, they'll talk about D-Dog while he's in the store. Like, they'll lay out like all of their feelings about how things are going, like right there live on camera. Like, they develop legal strategies on stream. They give away all their plans on stream. It's a really interesting, it's an interesting tactic, I think.
Follow up, no thank you, no anything.
It really makes it feel like we're watching a TV show because that's what people do in sitcoms, right? Like, someone will go into the kitchen and then the husband and wife will be like, oh my God, did you see that so-and-so ate all the finger foods? And, like, the camera sees it, but, like, it's a whole different thing. But, like, that's how the Thorpes treat it, I think. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Right? No idea, but, like, what are we going to do, right? It's big views. We got our name out there. And nothing. No money, not a cent. Okay. 6 months later, what was it? 6 months later? Out of nowhere. A year later, out of nowhere, Jewish Messiah is on that show, which we tried to watch. It's not that interesting to us. It's just a lot of screaming, yelling.
Ben doesn't like it when people just yell at each other.
Jewish Messiah chats on his chat. You should have Grace as one of the hosts on a second show, which is the female version of this. Okay, so you got Lol Cow Live, then you got these big, fat, or trashy females screaming at each other.
Very smart.
Okay,
Ben's like, yeah,
yes.
they have this show with fat, trashy people, and they were like, you got to get Grace on that show,
she's,
Ben.
She's like, should I do that? I'm like, yes, you should do that. Puts on her makeup. She's on the show. She gets hired as a host. He's talking about her becoming a millionaire, and he has some credibility.
Yeah, like, people have criticized me before because I watch the Thorpes like a show, but it's literally formatted like a TV show. It's like how Ferris Bueller talks to the audience in the movie. That's what they think. That's how they treat it. But it's like, it's all, I mean, at least some of it's got to be real. I mean, there are real court cases, real arrests. Like,
maybe makes millions of dollars a month. I don't know how much.
It's
true
pretty
that is,
wild.
having seen behind. But okay, she's on the show. She does 3 shows. It's crazy. It is incredibly crazy, degrading. There's this whole thing about you can be on the show, but your dad can't be on the show, okay? Which is crazy because she had to drive to South Carolina in 2
Pimping
days.
out
As
Grace.
soon as she's hired, she has a drive down South Carolina. We got in the RV. I drove her down there. Of course, I'm not going to have her drive to South Carolina by herself. She's accosted by a lesbian or a swinger couple who are also the managers within minutes. She goes to a rat-infested, roach-infested place where the other star is, etc. Okay, so but I'm supposed to pretend that I'm not part of her life and protecting her. She's on her own, and eventually, like,
remember that
like,
weird video
they
with
saw me,
Tina?
whatever,
That was one of
right?
the so
I don't know why
surreal.
that has to be. So but even that was fine. But she'd had enough after 3 days. After a couple of weeks of this, she offered a lot of really great advice that they didn't take. After 3, but it's 24 hours a day. You got to be available for all their drama. Do whatever. Show up now. Anyway,
Ben needs
eventually,
Grace for financial
He called her at
assistance?
2 a.m. Totally shit-faced.
Well, Ben invested over $500,000 over the last 2 years into this channel, Dave's channel. So I don't know. I feel like, I mean, you're right, he does, but I don't think it's quite that simple.
Face drunk. And she texted him. I left her a message.
I mean, I don't know. This whole no power thing, is it, if it's real, it's just like that's a pretty big sacrifice to make to keep, like, not a lot of people I don't feel like would continue like focusing on streaming and content creation like if your power is shut off and shit.
She texted him, I
That's
can't
rough.
talk right now. That was it. Okay? That was it. Okay.
Interesting. So just to summarize, your daughter had to go for this show to travel.
See, even what we're seeing right now, all of this could have happened in a Discord conversation before, and so when you start the show, you start off with "Welcome to Kings, here we go," and instead it's 15-20 minutes of catching Manar up. You know what I mean? Like, you do all this meet and greet and make nice shit before you talk to the people on stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, I think for most people, it's part of the process of being like, okay, you're coming on, here's the deal. Oh, you've gotten some messages from people, well, here they are. But like the Thorpes just like to conduct all the business like out in the open, I guess.
Oh.
She had to travel to South Carolina from Rhode Island, all the way down the East Coast to sign a contract. There was no contract.
Well, they're not streaming, but but they're not doing anything. They're not like getting regular jobs or anything though, right? I think they're still like, the goal for them is just to continue streaming.
She was lied to. There was no contract.
Has it really only been
So
once in 2 weeks?
Are you sure there was no contract, or there was a small miscommunication?
Damn.
Because it does happen.
I didn't think it had been that long.
You're invited, but you
100%
misunderstand.
sure.
But you misunderstand what you were invited
100%
for.
sure. When she got there, they said they showed her a piece of paper. We're going to pretend this is the contract, and there was no contract. Okay, which is actually good because then you can leave easier. But like, so there's all these millions of dollars. You're going to make $20,000-$30,000 a month. Okay, so right, there's all this there's a way to manipulate a young person, right? Or anyone who needs money.
Wow.
Okay, so. And by the end
Look
of
at Manar,
by the end of
wow.
I was pretending not to be with her in a
Keemstar
hotel that we had
sound
to pay
like
for
a
when we
pig
said
worshiper.
He said, "Oh, I set you up with this friend of mine," but then he ends up saying, "Okay, you have to actually go live with a prostitute on the internet."
Ben's in a depression. I completely understand.
In Tampa, Florida. Yeah. Okay, that's
I
the next
feel
step.
like
And that's
Grace
when we
had a
kinda were
good
like,
plan. I don't know about if I'd say plan, but I think Grace had a good mindset not too long ago. Ben was still preaching like going for the one hit knockout, right? That one thing that would, like, Ben's approaching it like zero sum a lot of the time, of like, we got to make it big, or like not, or we're going to go work at McDonald's. And for a while, Grace was like really into that mindset. But then I feel like she kind of shifted into hey, let's just make enough like to live. You know, let's make enough to get by. And I kind of thought that was going to be like, that would have been like a good, healthy way to approach it.
Not doing this, right?
Because then you're not hot-shotting all the time, like trying to pop views.
And even though she didn't sign a contract, he was acting as an employer. He violated every law you could ever imagine about being an employer, and we're going to sue him, whatever. But here's what we did. So he fired her, basically said, there's no real reason for me firing you. Okay. And we said, okay, well, all is love and all is fair in love and war.
Manar's talking to
internet.
Ava
what
the
we
G,
did is we just
not to
started our
be.
own
She's
show
moved on from the G.
against his show, using a lot of his branding and running it at the same time. And we did really well against him. But what he did, which is illegal according to YouTube, is he banned anyone who watched our show from watching any of his shows. And all the dirty tricks he could imagine to do, right? Instead of just saying, like, let's compete, because...
Come live with me in a van.
Well, we ran out of material.
Now I get it. So he saw you as competitors.
He likes people who right, you see her, right? She's 21 years old. He didn't see the connection with me. He thought he could just cut her off from me, lure her into, and then offer her a lot of money, and then do whatever he wants.
Groom her, yeah.
Okay, but a tiny bit of devil's advocate here. Okay, factor Ben out completely, right? Just pretend like Grace is just some random YouTuber that's got Keem's attention. Keem would have absolutely, like, done all the same cringe shit to her that he did to everybody else, which would definitely maybe make her a little bit more money in the short term, but like, I don't see Grace like benefiting from doing that type of content. So I think in one sense, even I think Ben is right that Keemstar didn't like that she had somebody who might tell her whatever. But I don't know that like, it's there's always the argument of Ben's like view of what's best for Grace, whether that's accurate or not. But I do think that Keem would have absolutely taken advantage of Grace, would have absolutely put her through all the same humiliation rituals that he does all the other ones.
Yeah.
Right.
And having someone who might
He's a
tell
guy
her to
in his
take a
40s
step
who's
back would
currently
definitely be a threat to
having sex
Keemstar
with a
in
girl
that
who's like 20
situation.
years old, right? Like, so there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but it's kind of easy to manipulate.
Ben did hit a home run, but just like
marry her, right? So it's just
with Kings, but just like Hooplandia, it's a creative home run, but not necessarily. It was a painting that I think a lot of people appreciate, but is probably not gonna sell at auction for a whole lot.
having sex with her and telling everyone how he's having sex with her. I don't think that's a very respectful thing to do to a young woman, but whatever. We live in America.
What's up,
But anyway,
Ruby?
so we compete with him.
Hey,
but what
BB.
happened is we were only in this world for 2 weeks, and we didn't really care that much about it, so we kind of ran out of things to.
I don't even like seeing. I can't stand. Well, I don't mind when they do it to Wings, but like Boogie isn't even really that funny. I mean, at a certain point when you've seen somebody, go through all those humiliation rituals, there's just like a wall to it. But like, I don't really even care to see most people doing it because it's just so repetitive and it's not really that funny. And it's always something stupid, like somebody throwing water balloons or shaving your eyebrows off or something like. But I just don't see that kind of content being beneficial for Grace at all.
To talk
like
about.
Daniel
And then
Day-Lewis.
since we were totally isolated. Are you familiar with the Harry Potter
In a Marvel
series at all?
movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what Voldemort is?
Yeah.
Okay,
The one that you cannot name.
She was the one you could not name, so you couldn't even mention her name on his
EFD, pig worshipper, cow eater, shit smearer, pay the $306.17, okay?
show. So she couldn't talk to anyone else from the show, or they would become a
Opium
Voldemort.
Ben.
He blacklisted her
Absolutely.
because she.
What's with the
she
Opium
disagreed
Ben?
and didn't want to get groomed or.
He's not on
Basically,
opium,
she
or
had
he'd be
concern, and
really
she got
chill,
blacklisted because
man.
of the concern.
She didn't even have a. She didn't get. She did. He realized she was.
I think
could
opium
be
would
dangerous
chill
because
Ben
she's
out.
more talented than him, more intelligent than him, and he just wanted her out. Like he said, I made a mistake, which is crazy, right? Everyone on the show, right, Grace, said she's terrific. She's top tier. She could run the whole thing by herself because she's got it all. She's got the looks, the charisma. She's young. She knows about the internet. She can
Remember
edit,
the
all
clip
this
of-
stuff. And he saw it as a threat to him,
God.
which he's right to.
Remember the clip of
Yeah,
Menard
she's fun.
digging
She
in
has
his
a nice
ass that
personality.
ZXV
She's
posted,
she's
I
fun
think?
to like hang out with, and I watch. I can see why he would actually see her as a competitor if it was like the female Keemstar. I could see
Boy,
that.
Ben's got
Right,
Manar
right.
on the
Especially
hook now.
If he's super insecure, right? A normal man would say,
She's probably even taller than him.
I think one of the things I like about this is that Manar is constantly, rapidly cycling between maybe Ben's giving me an opportunity, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, versus you're the scum of the earth. Like, there's never anything in between. It's either besties or just like sworn enemies.
yes, she is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so our history with them has been that. Okay, but we ran out of like kind of ammo.
I
And
don't
then-
I don't mind that they did it this way, but like I find this stuff fascinating. But if you're tuning in for Kings, you're probably not gonna, and you don't like, and you're familiar with the situation, and you're not like smoking indica 24/7. You might appreciate like a crisper start to things.
We're
you know?
like, we couldn't talk to anyone else to build something like as a.
Does Ben have
competitor.
any skills? Of
So
course,
we kind of dropped it.
he is a good
The
driver.
lockout branding. We felt like, okay, we don't really want to go.
He
ahead. We're
is
not really doing that.
he
So then
has
we're just like,
he's
we'll
a good
talk to
debater.
like
He's certainly entertaining
cows from the outside.
as a
and,
performer. He has
people like Chris Chan,
low impulse
people who've been on
control.
the internet, the stuff like that. They can come talk with us and people who've been burned by Keemstar. But this guy, because he does that with everyone he's interacted with, everyone's scared of him, so they won't come talk to us. So it kind of died. But we changed the branding. We
Kings
didn't
is
wanna-
just a
but anyway,
it's just 3 episodes, and then the third one ends with an absolute Ben all-timer. But then there's a kind of a fourth episode because right after this was Real Bitch Talk, which is where Grace just absolutely ended basically Manar Reports. But I've already covered that one completely, and I covered like the aftermath when Manar went off the deep end on OPC Don and Radio Foreman on Lolcow Rejects.
Anyways, that's how this channel got here. It's been kind of dead as a channel for many months. At a certain point, we trolled he had an IRL event in Texas. We went and trolled it. We didn't do anything illegal, but...
Well, I think what you're saying is that, I guess our differential on Ben as a debater is you're saying that you don't think he's an effective debater, in that the things he's saying, if you check them, like that he wouldn't win the argument. But the people that he argues with, like Andrew Wilson and what's that guy's name? Speaky. I can't even say it with a straight face. Speakeasy, Glenn Lawrence. These aren't debates that you win with logic. No one will ever change their mind in those debates. That's just blood sports debates. And Ben, in my opinion, is good and effective at it. He got Glenn Lawrence on multiple occasions to call himself a loser. The Star Trek guy in the parking lot at the sci-fi convention, he just surgically decimated that guy.
He called the police on us several times. We just wanted to collaborate and have some fun.
But am I going to change my mind, or is anybody else? No, but I don't think anybody's going to in this sector of debate.
Fun. You can look into that. Someone can bring up those allegations, no problem. Call the police on us, and
yes, exactly. It's just
he's get our channel demonetized.
He's just, in my opinion, he just is
kick for 1,000 years. We had
doing it for the lulz.
Penalty on
I think he saves his serious arguments for the struggle sessions.
He did it just because he wanted to hurt us, like no reason whatsoever, but flexed it, right? He's like a mafia guy, right?
Weirdly enough, I'm used to those.
He's Sicilian,
where
Manar.
they literally create this full story, and I don't know if they're connected to Cake or of some sort. They're connected to the support system somehow. Where anything they mention, the moment they make the support ticket, they go and type to somebody else. That's it. It's immediate, indefinite.
Right.
Impossible for you to appeal it. So
it can't happen.
Funnily enough, Keemstar is probably the strongest connected person on the internet, to be honest.
But they all hate him. All the people at the high echelons hate him because he's a scumbag and has done this to other people. So his reputation is, he was banned on YouTube many times. Anyways, we got things restored. We got the channels back on, but they still haven't been monetized. We got Kick back on. They ended up going from 1,000 years to 1 week. So we're back on Kick. The Lord.
What an
works
epic thing, though,
in
that was to get
mysterious
banned for
ways.
1,000 years on
That's
Kick.
what this channel is, just so you know. So it was never intended to be our channel. We wanted it to be for all the people who had got booted out of that universe. But we also don't.
Listen, Manar. This was never about me. It was never about Grace. Lolcow Rejects was about giving a voice to the voiceless. Letting the people out there that are too small and who would just get trampled on by Keemstar and his evil henchman, Boogie, and the guy that hosted Lolcow Court. This was for the victims of Keemstar.
We prefer it not to be. Do you know what I mean? You have a personal channel. We have a personal channel.
You watched Ruby SpaceX tear up Grace? Oh, give me a break.
Wherever it goes, it goes. But this is my job right now.
Ruby would never speak ill of Grace.
I'm going to get a regular job. And I've been at this 2.5 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars, unbelievable amounts of effort. And I've seen you do
Lolcow hair, Lolcow face, Lolcow RV. $500,000 in 2 years, and this is where we are. Remember that infamous speech? I think it was on Grace's birthday out in the field.
I thought you were new on the internet, but you've been at it for quite some time. We're going to make it. The Lord has put us here, and we are going to crush. But I just want you to know, this is not my channel. I don't want you to feel like you're a guest here. I'm as much a guest as
I
you
do
are,
that too.
Though maybe you could say we created it, but it's not much.
If I'm like
amazing, man.
Actually
so
talking
man.
to the
You're
camera.
very generous to give me this opportunity, for somebody as new as me, for you to trust them enough to bring on here. Now I understand this is a community channel. It's a channel for the community. It's a channel to bring people together. It's the channel to bring out people's name. I needed something like this coming up.
And
So
Listen, Dave's channel, I hate to break this to you, but glazing Ruby like that is not going to get you past her no whisper policy.
money is split fairly. We're gonna have
Ruby, you're the one. Ruby, come over to my apartment and listen to vinyl records. Ruby.
Go ahead.
I'm probably the best person for this because I needed this so bad
I'm a nice guy that listens to vinyl records. Ruby.
coming up. So I mean, I'm gonna be so fair with everybody.
I'm going to tell you why you're the only person who can do this. You said you're the undisputed debate champion of YouTube.
Wiggle her
I
fingers
say
and put a
I'm the
curse on it.
undisputed
Wow.
Debate champion on YouTube. And you know why I know that? Because no one will debate me. No one will debate me. Now, they'll say, oh, that's because he's dangerous. That's because I don't want a platform, blah, blah, blah. But they're scared of me. They're scared of me. That's why.
Someone messaged me. I forgot to tell you guys, but if you don't know, Destiny went on Piers Morgan and they had Andrew Wilson on there as well. Someone texted me a screenshot of it that's like not a YouTube person, but someone that I've shown Thorp videos to. And they were like, is this where Piers Morgan is using people that debate Ben Thorp?
Terrified of me. I debated Destiny. I destroyed him. I debated Andrew Wilson. I destroyed him. So
Okay.
you think you're not afraid of me. That's why you're here. You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, I don't know. I actually used to pedestalize a lot of people that I used to watch on the internet.
Pedestalize.
Gracie, I grew up kind of watching her. She's been on the internet for at least like 7 years. So
Grace has been on the internet for 7 years.
right.
It feels like it.
How long has
She's
she been on the
22.
internet?
She's 22.
I was 15 7 years ago. I've been on the internet since I was about 20.
Since you were 20. So you've been only debating for 2 years.
I officially retired
Well-
from debating a year ago.
Women can't debate.
Why do I feel like?
I think if you want to look at Grace debates, I think most of her, unless it's just like from an entertainment standpoint, I think it's all decent. But I think one of her best debates, if you could call it that, was whenever she debated whether or not Aphrodite's sexual assault was valid. Those were some, I think there was like at least 2 parts to that debate. There were 2 different exchanges about it, but I think that's one of her more memorable debates.
I feel like I've grown up watching Gracie.
Exactly right. Yeah. Maybe.
Why
that's
doesn't
a
Ben
mistake.
talk about
But-
women
but
and
so-
being?
so yeah, so
What do you
I
mean?
kinda understand,
He talks
you
about
know,
Courtney and
I
Grace.
mean, there people can be extremely unfair, man. Like the amount of honestly harassment that I heard about you guys
It's on-
without immediate.
What's in
clips
Ben's pocket? A
from-
pack of
with this,
Skittles?
like, okay, so you sent me a 3-hour clip now.
Oh,
I'm supposed to
he's
go
got
through
his
3 hours
cigarettes,
just to find
okay.
this little one allegation.
He
Why
can't
didn't you
trust
send me the
Grace
clip
with
the
him.
allegation? So
The allegations
it's kind of crazy. Can you tell me what happened there? Why are you guys the most hated people on the internet? Tell us a little bit about that story.
Would you want to know the real story, or do you want to know their bullshit version of
Whatever
it?
the
'Cause real
chat
story
wants.
is.
What does the chat want?
Well, I
Guys,
would-
what do you want? For us or for the wolves? It's for us, right? The truth. We want the truth. We don't want it for the sheep and the wolves.
Well, I would like
Okay,
you to
wait,
do
wait.
that.
Is there a question of which 2 topics you guys turn to? Because I can do a
It was
poll.
eye-opening, to be honest.
Grace is-
I watched it. I reviewed the whole debate of her questioning Aphrodite's sexual assault. It was that was one of the first times, because again, I was so limited on what content I'd seen, and everything I was watching here on stream. Like I wasn't catching up like off stream. So like, unless it was live, I was watching that off stream. But like, I wasn't going back and learning about who they were or like their characteristics. I was learning all of it like as I went on stream. And that was like some of the first time that I saw like Grace's like hyper aggression come out.
This is tech, by the way. If you want her to do tech, she'll do it. She's available these 2 hours, but
No, just tell us.
It was like in a video game where you have like some vision and you can see where you can critically hit someone. Like it's like Grace gets that when she gets really upset. Like she knows exactly like where to like send her little poison dart that'll do like max damage.
She doesn't have her Manar yet, okay? But it can't be me because it's too hard with her own dad. You know, she can't, so she doesn't have her Manar yet. But I would like for you to be like, to let those people tell in their words, show you evidence and all this kind of stuff. But the real reason is because they're envious of me for being a masculine man.
Yeah, I
And
really
they're
want to know.
envious.
No. I want to know the real story. Like, I want you to tell me, like, we were in California on the 16th of July on 2025.
Yeah.
And we went here, and this happened. Kind of like the Kings. Is there anything like that? Did you feel it like where there was a switch, or did you feel like there was a slippery slope where people started slowly hating?
Well, I started doing a lot what you're doing. I did it independent. Grace was 19 at the time, so I was like a little bit hesitant to have her on.
You would debate. A lot of
Almost
debate.
immediately when she came
Based.
on. Okay, so you have a man and his daughter on the internet. What are they going to say, right? You and me, what are they going to say? We're gay. Man and his daughter, you're incest, right? Whatever it is, whatever two people, right? The internet's crazy. So, but the problem is,
Ben with raptor-like behavior. He's touching the electric fence, looking for the weaknesses, bringing up like hot button words to see how Manar reacts. Grace in her like Terminator mode, picking everything up.
that her own blood mother saw it as an opportunity, and her own
Big
blood
time
brother
wrestling.
saw it as
Yeah,
an
I've seen them.
opportunity
Yeah.
because of their envy of her and me. because
I don't know
had
if
a
we
good
can watch him on
relationship
here though.
To
So
kind
not
of
only
push
you guys,
this.
not only you guys have to deal with the internet, Destiny, Keemstar, the fucking the feminist girls that are attacking you and making allegations
Women.
about you. Now you guys have to go
Her
against
own blood mother. Now, I don't really care because I knew her mother was crazy, but her own blood mother. It's like Snow White, right? It's crazy. But I would like for you, instead of
wretched
believing me,
queen.
to hear the story because that would be great content for Gates. She would really appreciate it.
Just because
If
of
you could-
copyright, I don't
Yeah,
know
I do
how
wanna hear
they
that
if they
story.
allow it or
That's
not.
what Ava's doing. Just
Chat,
I can
you
reach
wanna
out
hear
to
the
him.
Story, chat? We want to hear this. We're gonna be in with Gracie here in a bit.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like what Ava was dying to do yesterday to tell you all the dirt. Grace would love it if you did that.
Bet. I
on
would
her channel.
love. That's okay. Bet. Okay,
But that's
bet.
8 o'clock. That's 8 o'clock.
Okay,
Not now.
perfect.
Unless you want to. But I mean, it's like I'm the worst. If someone, let's say,
Poor
someone
Ben,
gets
you know he
accused
doesn't
of
like to
molesting a
recount
child,
all these
right?
injustices
The last
that he's
person who's
suffered.
gonna
Manar
argue
is
that is
making
the person
him,
accused, right? It's better to
you
have
know,
the child or
relive
whatever,
all
right?
this
Like,
trauma.
so
Well, let
I'm
me
not
ask you-
interested. I don't believe that the internet has any right to ask me anything.
Where
about
is
my
Mrs.
personal
Thorpe?
life.
I mean, she's
Can we
just
take
living her
this-
life, I think. She used to be in the content, but the last time I think she was in the content was she showed up at the storage unit and they had a little interaction there. And then I think before that it was whenever Ruby almost got Grace to take a break from Ben, but then Ben like rallied and that was it. But then Courtney came into the chat and said she wanted to talk to Grace. And then they had some off-screen text or call or whatever, and then Grace put out a Discord live the next day, and I don't think very many people have seen it, but it's like her talking. It's like a really serious, almost like like it's weird to say, but like almost like an out of character promo. Like it was really serious, and you don't hardly ever hear anybody talk about it.
Well, this is what I wanted to take this opportunity for this.
But then I think
first
she
episode
wasn't
to
really
learn a little
directly
bit more
involved
about our
again
personal
until
lives.
the
So,
storage unit to
can I
look
take
for
this
the
opportunity,
search for the
example,
golden
learn a
coins.
little bit about what drives your faith, what drives your actual beliefs. Why are you actually still a Catholic? Why didn't you become a secularist? It's so easy. You yourself can see that. You're in America. It's the virtues and the values are totally different. You got to kind of accustom yourself.
Well,
to
we
the
got 2
culture
days
here.
of
I was
wrestling.
not raised
Why
Catholic.
didn't you?
I was not raised Catholic. I converted in 1994.
So why didn't you reconvert
1994.
to secularism again? Like why
Well,
are
I
you
converted
still...
largely away from secularism. right?
1 year
So-
before the release of
So what
Showgirls.
was the
Catholic.
belief? We need to hear from you because I really want to reach secularists. I really believe that they are.
Me too.
That in this channel, one of the goals I really want to reach the community, but I also want to benefit the secularists the most because I really believe they're misguided. You see the most exasperation of mental health issues in the secular community. We see
Yes.
the most amount of single mothers and exasperation of these family issues in the single secular communities. We see
Yes.
exasperation of these promiscuity issues and STDs in the secular community. So I really believe secularism is a disease that was infecting our communities.
Let's go.
And
Here we
I really
go.
want one of this channel's goals to be to bring value to the secularists so maybe they can have another option to believe in. Because they really presuppose that this is the true moral compass. And that's something I've tested a lot of people like Ava. Why does she believe Aisha's wrong? Because she believes she knows the true moral compass. You see what I mean? And then when you test her a little bit, you don't agree with her on her moral compass. So
Oh, I don't think that's
basically,
gonna happen.
We both will never be able to connect with each other because no one.
If I can clarify one thing, you said we presuppose.
Sorry, you're new to this. Who is Ben Thorp and what is he famous for? Was he an actor or something? No, he's just a guy on the internet. He's like a YouTuber. Him and his daughter gained some notoriety because they kind of, I don't know, insinuated that there was an incestuous relationship, and that got them like, that popped the territory. And then the kind of like, they're just like, I don't know. I don't know otherwise. I mean, they just end up interacting with bigger YouTubers a lot, which I think is really raises their profile. But I mean, that's what he's famous for, unless you're from unless you're from wherever the Ethiopian restaurant was, then you might know him as the guy who runs the Ethiopian restaurant.
And now, I assume that you picked up this. I don't know a lot about your background, but your Islamic training is non-formal, right? Like you're
Islamic training.
Trained.
Sure, yeah, I'm not.
Theologically, but
I'm not. But when she says, for
Probably
example, when I say
But
presuppose, she says,
I agree, Ananje. I think that's, in my experience, that's true as well. I think though, isn't he on the record as saying that like he wakes up every day like praying to God for maximum suffering? So maybe he just maybe he wants the heat. Maybe he wants the smoke.
like she natural statement.
Hoodwinking and
immoral. The
bullshittery
marriage of Aisha is
fools.
immoral. Marrying 9-year-olds is immoral. When she
Right.
makes that statement, she's presupposing that that's an immorality. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but
And then Realm Chat, if you didn't know, I don't run it so much anymore, but I used to have like a really exhaustive like Grace Thorpe playlist of like different clips of her doing crazy stuff, and I've reviewed like I don't even know how many countless hours of her content.
so where did you pick up this? I'm not trying
Father,
to
Son, and
insult
the
you. I'm just
Holy
saying, where did you
Warlock,
pick up this idea of presuppositionalism?
the Holy
'Cause
Beach
that's
Ball
a
Head.
big thing on the internet with the Ortho Bros, Andrew Wilson,
When you
Jay
debate
Dyer, all that
atheists,
stuff.
when you debate
Protestants
atheists,
also.
one of their ways to argue against you, they will say, for example, God is not God because God is.
Do you think Ben is receptive when people tell him how he should debate against like anybody, but like, do you think Manar like giving Ben this like mini lecture about how he should effectively debate with atheists? Do you think this will be like warmly received?
Stance dependent, or God is not God because everything or objective reality is not objective because it's all mind dependent to God. You understand? So these are all presuppositions. They're making claims that they believe are true without actually testing the claim if it is true or not. So all you have to do is retest that claim. Can God actually?
He got his
make
son,
things
but he wears
mind
makeup
independently?
and
Is
fingernail
everything
polish,
that's
which Ben
objective
doesn't like.
can be mind dependent to God, but still be
He does drop some
objective. And
banger
you
music
realize,
though
yes,
on the
everything in
Discord.
the world is mind dependent to God, but still is objective materialistic reality. That means that was a presupposition. When you say
Look at
everything
Ben
that
when he's
exists
like, "You
cannot be mind
motherfucker, speaking
dependent,
on my
and
show."
then I prove to you everything is mind dependent of God, that's a presupposition you made. That's a miscalculation, basically. You misunderstood the argument. That's what I
Okay,
mean.
but if you, in the one that I've heard you do a couple of times, it's what is the justification for morality? What is your
Now, do you see anything in that little exchange there that shows you who came to go to battle and who just fucking turned on their camera and started doing karate moves? Manar Reports knows nothing about the Thorpes other than what the Ava or whoever sent him. He's had to be recapped on even the most basic facts of their presence on the internet. Ben is able to reference direct arguments that Manar has used. You know what I mean? Like they've done their research and Manar just like turned his camera on and that was it.
justification for morality? Right, that's often one of the
Wait, what did that
presuppositions
say?
for morality, right? That's how often.
Oh, they're talking about they're talking about the Islam thing.
One of the presuppositionalist questions. As a secular person, where do you get your idea of right and wrong from? Correct? Okay.
I never use that as a presupposition, but yeah, I know what you mean. I say, what is your moral reference? You, as a secularist, what is
He
your
will
moral
he
reference?
will
Where are you
debate
bringing your
anyone
moral compass
at
from?
all. Anyone.
Right. So the idea is, I can tell you where I get my moral compass from. You can't, right? And yet you talk about right and wrong, but you can't even tell me what the compass is. Correct?
So that would be the declaration we would that would be the concern we have with the secularists. You say this is immoral. You have
Look at
nothing
south to
back
west.
up that it's immoral. You say this is
Okay, so if you are a conspiracy theorist that believes that South to West is a Ben Thorp sock account, is the insinuation then that Grace is sending this message to herself that she has 8 minutes until the break, clock emoji, but he also said no break if the flow is good. So is this Grace messaging herself, or is this further evidence that South to West is not a Thorpe sock account?
immoral. You have nothing to back up that it's immoral except the law on the record. That means if it's on the law of the record saying it's okay to do, you have no argument that it is not okay to do. That means your moral compass is
Ben
your
seems
legal
really
system,
happy and engaged here.
That's horrible. That's disgusting. We all know that, for example, jaywalking is ethical but illegal. But it's ethical to do. So that's going. So this is what happens if you become with this conflation where moral compass is the legal, the ethical system is the legal system. It's horrible because you actually legality is not morality. But that's what the secular considers.
Right. Or they can say other things like you create your own right or wrong, or you can say it's based on empathy is what Ava said. It's based on empathy because she listened to Sam Harris, who's a moron, etc. Right? Okay. But what I'm saying, what I just want to say is like, I think you may be
embarrassed.
What's that?
I've embarrassed so many Sam Harris debates.
People are noting that a lot of time is passing without really
he's interesting, but when he
the show starting,
it's just garbage. But I would make 2 points about that. Number one, Catholics, unlike anyone else, are not.
Dave's channel, the Thorpes absolutely find it, I think, therapeutic to make lists and plans and outlines and then never act on them. But I think the ritual of the whiteboard is like really therapeutic, especially to Grace. And I think to Ben too, because he's like diva, he's like Bubba Ray Dudley, Grace, get the whiteboard whenever he, really needs, some extra creative inspiration. But I think that's a big part of their, I don't say big part, but like it's one of their loops.
Presuppositionalists. And we believe in something called natural theology, which is that you actually don't, like, and I don't know if you disagree with this, but this is like really kind of hard to understand.
Oh boy, here comes everybody in the chat.
Pretty much. Intuitively. From
Grace
his
needs
conscience.
visuals.
Yeah? A child.
I know what you mean. Sure.
And you don't need revelation.
You don't trust these two as moral compasses,
Does the
Jeremy?
child know not to jump out the roof?
The guy that was trying to do backflips off his wall.
Does the child know not to jump from the balcony?
And Ben Thorpe.
Or do you have to literally pull him out of the balcony? You literally have to like snag him out
Jesus.
because you're so scared of him jumping out of the balcony.
Yeah, I mean, that's more like, I think, the animal nature. Like, animals also don't need to be taught.
So, Ben, this is what happens when subjective entity. This is
Law
why
and
God
morality
makes
have been
the
hijacked.
Revelation saying that all humans are in sin forever. Why? Because subjective entity is impossible for it to have full objective view and full calculations. Do you understand? So subjective entity cannot guide itself into true morality. Right. I cannot say
Grace just sitting in complete silence.
Because subjectively speaking,
it's got to be just
wrong.
like
I could be making a wrong evaluation.
absolute heaven to Ben.
Objective, mind-independent tool that we use to measure. That's what
we used maybe different vocabulary. I'm not trying to say we mean the same thing, but we would say the weakness from the fall or original sin makes it such that that capacity to judge right and wrong is extremely diminished, which is why we need revelation. So you probably use different language. It's similar though. Like
the vibe is good so far from south to west.
More believe that you can see some things. It's not, Native Americans.
The vibe is good so far.
Islam or Christianity or Judaism ever got there had some light to work with in terms of right and wrong, but largely they were ignorant. They were in the dark. But they're not.
I like that Manar
some basics you
does like
get.
fake attacks on his camera randomly.
I agree with you, and I know that it is the wording that we're differentiating, and it's so small. But I want the chat to understand the differentiation because I think it does matter. So when I say that subjective entity cannot guide itself to true morality, and I'm going to lower my voice a little bit, what I mean by that.
Well, let's just say this. By the time we get through these 3 episodes, which we're only watching 1 today, but when we get to the end of them, I think you'll definitely have a good idea of everyone's moral compass that's involved.
That subjective entity, we see it today when secular systems that do not reference any moral compasses rely on themselves. Precedent.
That's a legendary comment, Southwest. The vibe is good so far. Kings episode 1.
Completely disagree with one another. You see, Canada allows self-assisted removal of life.
Right.
State-sponsored removal of life, totaling almost 10% of their total population in 2021. 10%, almost 10% of the total population deaths of Canadians were state-sponsored deaths. Because they keep expanding that law. Whereas in America, extremely illegal to do anything directly self-assisted. That's what I mean, that even when they are subjectively trying to guide each other, they don't know which one.
Remember how smooth the transition was when I interviewed Ben when we went to break.
Manar,
seamless.
I forgot to say this at the beginning, and this is a little bit of a problem. I love that. We could put a pin in it. The way I want to do this show, it's 2 hours. You can say no to this, but let's just do it my way today. And when you can
say no to this, but you can't say no right now.
I like the idea of taking a break, and then I'll
have
my
Cody
lovely
Turbo.
daughter come on.
Oh, sorry to hear
That's
that,
my
Dave's
tits
channel.
on the glass joke, right? Okay, so who doesn't like to see a beautiful woman after seeing 2 guys? Okay, so a beautiful young woman. So my thought is at 6:40, you must have a laptop there or something, right? In 2 minutes, we take a 10-minute break.
All right, see you later, Jeremy.
Then we come back and do another half hour.
I think tomorrow's going to be
40
great,
minutes,
man.
10-minute break,
Curses,
half
cloning.
Hour, 10-minute break, and then 20 minutes. In the last 10 minutes,
Sally
we
House
promo her
update.
show,
There'll be
which
that
is gonna follow
Groucho
this
Marx
show.
looking guy.
That's what does that make sense to you?
Perfect.
I'm an addict,
a cup of water.
so I can't smoke in here. And sometimes you get a fresh, you know what I mean? But I don't know how to do it. I don't think.
Lovely daughter. Hope y'all clip that.
At the second of, but we'll let Grace kind of.
Ben said
I'll
that.
just say it.
Grace
She'll manage
was
us,
his
okay?
wonderful daughter.
And we'll just be obedient.
I hope somebody
even though
clips
we're
that.
both men and we could kill her. All right. So I don't want to take the flow off, but we'll just to keep that in mind.
Heard Grace.
Do you want to? Well, we could kill her.
No, I would never
could kill her
heard.
right now. Do you know she had an IRL meetup with this guy from Boston?
Tell me.
He said that within 10 minutes of getting in a car with her.
He got in my car
and he
that I
said,
was
you
driving.
realize I could kill you right now. A 38-year-old man.
Bro, Gracie, be honest. You
Hello,
never
Manar.
went to
Oh,
see
hello.
Boston, did you?
I did. You know what?
She slept with him,
Wait,
in a
hold
sense.
on. Sweetie, go take your smoke break.
I'm so
on a
mad
schedule
right now,
here.
guys.
Get him
I'm
off.
so angry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
That Hormax got to
Find
meet
moral
Gracie and I never
compass.
did.
we are going to have a quick commercial break.
Fine
Manar-
moral C-cuppers.
Huh? You have your phone. We are going to have a
Just
quick
imagine
commercial
Grace
break
like as
for
your
10
waitress at
minutes.
Olive Garden.
6:50, yes. Manar, would you like to grab yourself a glass of water or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go put my hat on.
all
I'll be
right,
right
just
back.
let me know. How is everybody doing? We are 40 minutes into the show.
Let's go, boys. Let's
We're
go.
40 minutes into the show. We have 120 viewers. Let's get those likes up. I've been trying to get the likes up from the chat.
No, remember we got to compare.
Wondering how Grace smells after 2 weeks? Probably not the best. Grace really blew it. I mean, Kings would have died an unremarkable death, or it would have lingered on. Grace sized up the situation. She hit Manar with the big gun. It was the kind of shot that at first he thought he could just shrug it off, but it got infected and then it just took over Manar. So I feel like if Grace had never taken out Manar, Kings wouldn't have skidded off the road in such a spectacular fashion. So I think in a way Grace actually saved Kings.
Yes. All right. Yeah, so just to let everybody know, I will be having a stream after this one. We haven't decided on what to... Can you... Habibi, someone is calling you.
I'm lucky.
Wallahi.
All right, Dave Channel. Thanks for hanging
I'll
out,
be
man.
right back,
They're
boys.
hanging
Hey,
up,
hey,
I
hey.
think.
Google the God. Google the. I asked him if it was a problem to. Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll take you off. I'll take you off. Okay. Yeah. So it's his cousin in Iran. They're bombing. They're bombing right now. Wallahi. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a show after this one. A little more chill vibe. Just going over the chemistry in this show, getting your guys' reactions, and he has been activated.
One episode.
We
It's
going
all
down?
real bitch
What
talk.
part?
One and done.
Oh, can I say that?
I don't want to
know.
do this anymore.
This is definitely Adam 2.0.
Remember that? I don't want to do this anymore.
Also, I have Israel activating his pager.
Yeah, literally, it's right before it. After this episode of Kings was the episode of Real Bitch Talk, where Grace pretty much took him down. And then you had the 2 episodes of Kings after that. Now, I covered the Real Bitch Talk. If you guys ever want to go back and watch it, I think it's called the last trad girl saying goodbye to Grace Thorpe, because she said after that Real Bitch Talk she was like done. She didn't want to stream anymore. She would help, but she wasn't. She didn't want to be a streamer anymore.
Where she was shit talking me and Keemstar and kind of like putting us together in the same group category. So it's kind of interesting. We'll go through that. Lynx has been kind of freaking out on Twitter. And yeah, so that's going to be 8 to 10. Yeah, it's the first show. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me.
Man, in the Grace segment without a
I
cough.
wanted to show Manar, if he comes back, the dance I performed for Hormaxer, which is on my YouTube channel. Yes.
No, actually, I think it might happen on this, and then maybe she shows him the replay. I can't remember which show has the video where Manar gets really mad about her dancing for Hormaxer.
Dancing for Hormaxer in the Halloween Madness. Wanted to get his Muslim take on this display,
take.
but we'll see. You need to get... Excuse me.
Is that all
Oh my
Manar
God.
is to Grace, a token
Give
Muslim?
me my inhaler. How are you guys feeling about the show so far? Rated out of 10. Let's get some ratings.
They don't
out of
have
10
any
in the
power,
chat.
Cody.
How are we feeling? How are we feeling about the concept? What do you think about Manar? What do you think about my dad?
I don't think they're.
Is my dad taking up too much of the conversation?
I don't think Fusion
What are the
Studios
topics you
is
wanna
a
hear about?
priority right now.
Crazy Stew gives it an 8. General Brandito says 10. Killer Tony says 6.3. 52, 10, 5, 10, 10. It sucks. Let's get some constructive criticism. If you feel like I mean, there's not really much criticism to give so far. It's been like 43 minutes in the first show.
Yeah, isn't it like some kind of
I'd like to hear about Manar's father.
like
Interesting.
smartwatch or something?
Manar, give me a thumbs up if you want to come back on. Otherwise, you can stay off and just chill. Okay, you ready to go? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Be honest, Gracie. We all
Yeah.
know what your rating is. What's my rating?
My rating
Remember,
of you.
I am married, so be nice.
What is my rating of you?
Listen, I am married, but I
What
do
would you rate
need external female validation.
Hey,
But
look,
please
look,
be
this is
nice about it.
natural. This is real. I didn't make this up. I live with this.
Your eyebrows? What are you talking about?
Yeah, my eyebrows. I have a slit in the middle of my eyebrows. Don't girls think that? I literally see
Oh.
girls do it on purpose.
Correct,
You have
Cody
a
Turbo.
scar.
Well, they're siphoning power from the landlord
I
via
give you, like,
extension cords
What do I
plugged
give
in the
you? I
basement.
don't like rating people to their faces.
From what I
would say You're very
understand.
good looking. I like the
I'm
olive
gonna raise
skin.
my-
But I would go with the beard. I liked you with the beard better. And I usually like...
Unless it's a stream that's about like bodybuilding or like they're having a segment about bodybuilding, like it wouldn't, I mean, if you're watching like Hormaxer and he's talking about all the steroids he's shooting up or whatever, like whatever he's on, like you'd expect him to flex. But like anytime a guy does it in this situation, like you didn't see him flexing when Ben was on camera. Like, so he's clearly just doing it trying to get a reaction out of Grace, which you might as well hand her your manhood if you're gonna show that kind of vulnerability to a apex social predator like Grace. Because he's just saying, like, I'm insecure, feed me attention and validation. And Grace picks up on that.
Clean shaven guys, but I really like the beard now that I've seen you.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I mean it's cute. Like I like it. You look more.
This is the same grift she pulled on OPC Don, but in reverse. Remember, she made one of his first little rituals was he had to shave his beard off for her, and so now she's telling Manar that he doesn't. She prefers guys with beards.
Professional or whatever, but I feel like the beard gave you that kind of like unhinged like.
Won't the landlord
me out
quickly
into the
figure that
desert
out? Well, we'll have to
and,
find out next week
You know, make
on
me a real
Thorp
woman
Tube.
kind of vibe.
Ben
know
and
what I mean?
Grace siphon electricity off the landlord, and
I didn't know
hijinks
you're into that
ensue.
stuff. Like the desert.
Will Jacinda get
Well, I mean,
involved? Find out
The
next
beard
week.
is better, yeah. I mean,
So you're
If
like
you're
the
gonna
desert.
go for
Oh, man, I lived my whole
thing.
life in the desert. Hey, let me ask you, did you ever make
I
a
lived my
bonfire
whole
middle of
life in the desert.
I've never been to the desert except
Yeah.
Arizona, but
All
that's not
night?
really the
No, I'm
same.
kidding. All right, Gracie, here, this is my question to you. You are a person that went and met Maxer.
Yes, and did you see my meeting with him? Did you see my meeting with him?
No, I didn't see it. But I'm
Okay.
saying, like, is he exactly how he is in the real world?
Well,
There you
would
go.
like to
See,
react?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's. What, can we?
And all the while she's doing this, she'll like moralize about the like Keemstar humiliation ritual. She's just better at it than Keemstar is.
Do that on your. Okay.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. I'm getting
You were
distracted.
dancing. No, I need to do this right now.
No,
We
no,
need to
no,
watch
no,
this
no,
now.
no. You know, you're gonna have to come on my show. You're gonna have to come on my show.
Oh, there you go.
That's a
Okay,
teaser.
so maybe
That's
it's
a
on her
teaser.
Hey,
show.
boys, you
But
gotta
I
stay.
did-
Uh-oh,
I
here he
performed
comes.
An entire dance for him. Yes.
Hey, she's
Oh,
wearing
that
a mini
plaid
skirt. You gotta need
dress.
no, hey, not for the mini skirt. Stay for the moves.
All right, he's back. Welcome back from the break. Let's go.
Okay. Let's open this up, Grace. Get the light in.
Sure.
I'll do it. Look away.
Hello.
Oh my god. Dog lover. You're a dog lover. You are dog lover.
Welcome
Shit
back.
smear.
What do you smoke? Indian?
Rollies.
Rollies.
You smoke cigarettes? Oh, you smoke menthols?
No, I never pop them.
Uh-oh.
like having
Uh-oh. Ben just gained like 500 to his to his debate stats after finding out that Manar smokes menthol.
You don't smoke them?
I never pop them. These are NXTs. They don't pop. You need
So okay. Oh, okay, right. Okay. So he's going to pay for the like menthol with extra menthol, and then he's going to have us believe that he's not popping the filter to get the extra menthol. As Savvy Guy would say, that's foolishness.
to pop them.
I don't know what that means.
You pop them and they become menthol. This is the new technology.
Pop them?
Yeah, look, listen.
If you don't smoke menthol cigarettes, why would you buy a cigarette that even has the potential to be a menthol cigarette? It's not a subtle shift. Like, what a lunatic this guy is.
Well, why would you buy them?
I'm
if you don't want
getting
a menthol
pissed
cigarette?
off already, and we're not even an hour into this thing.
No, I like having the options. I like having options.
Why don't you
That's-
get 2 packs? One
You know that
menthol,
somebody
one
said-
non-menthol.
You know, somebody said true freedom is having.
See, Ben
unlimited
knows
options.
now. He can't take this
That's
guy
not true.
seriously.
What is true freedom then?
True
Foolishness.
freedom
What's up, Ember?
is freely choosing to do that.
Did-
which is
hold
right
on,
in accordance
ATF
with your
Media?
nature. That's true freedom.
Did you just refer to this program as the cunt and the queer?
Not unlimited
The
options.
option to choose your option. Yes.
No, the only option is
Wow.
to do good and to be.
Man, I'm heated
live
about that
according to your
cigarette
nature.
And what
bullshit.
is true goodness?
Why lie?
Without moral compass.
Why
What
lie
is-
about it?
What is true
Exactly.
goodness?
Hey guys, I'd just like to say.
Well, we can know our moral compass just by looking within. We don't need.
Hey
a
guys,
book.
there's weed in
We
this
have
one hitter, but I'm
131
not
viewers right
inhaling.
now,
I'm just
and you
spending
guys
the
need
extra money
you guys
to
need
No, I wanna
plug
know.
as a
in
vibe.
liking the stream to the
Grace,
chat.
I told you what your assignment was to do on our break. Did you do it?
I'm working on that.
You didn't do
Manar
it.
distracted me, Daddy.
Look away.
It's his
beating,
fault.
beating
Don't-
time.
If you beat her, you have to use a stick the size of your thumb.
Yes, no longer than the width of your thumb. That's right. That goes back to the Romans.
Yeah, hey, be moral when you beat your
I
woman.
researched it.
Ben's like, nope, that's
Moral
ours.
Kill
Sorry,
Live is
Manar.
not
Not a
live
bad rule.
today. They're not live today. So.
Okay, so
Yeah, they used to beat the living bejesus out of their women.
because they lie about everything. Like that's what really pisses me off about some of these characters that we watch is what like legit like gets me heated is like whenever they lie about stuff that you don't need to lie about. Like I get it if you're lying as part of a storyline or you're running a grift, but like if it's something that there's just no reason to lie about, like it seems somehow to me even more immoral than like lying about something that's important.
I mean, that's why the rule was made. Because they used to.
Ah, yes, right. Yeah, it was restraining.
Remember, I told you the Arabs.
Everyone should have the option.
Right, yeah. Still happens in many pagan areas. There's a real
Pagan
feminism
areas
that I think
it happened in China. It was like because you only have one boy, they would always pick the boy. If it was a girl, they would just end her.
Yeah, right.
So
and speaking of freedom, it's a terrible thing to put a woman who's pregnant in the position where she can kill her own child, which of course many men are going to lousy men are going to encourage her to do.
No, but, and then call it her right to do so. That's
and tell her she's free.
That's a trauma. That's her right to murder. I mean, that's traumatic.
Right. And that's called choice. But anyways, now, so
all right,
we are
Realm
going,
Chat.
so in some way, in some mind space, you have to understand that we are competing with another show that's between 6 and 8. That is
I value my grocery store trip, so I totally understand.
We're Kings right now. You can change the title.
Look at this bullshit.
Does Keemstar have any muscle at all?
Oh my god.
He has a huge.
By the way, do note that Grace completely no-sold every all of the flex shit that he tried to do.
Huge, massive, multi-million-dollar gym in his home. He has no children. And
don't forget, in that gym, in Keemstar's home, he took a video that he accidentally sent to Grace where he wasn't wearing any pants.
And he's flabby. He's flabby. And short and bald.
Still doing the pre-store smoke.
Say,
nice.
Being rich is the goal. Being rich is the goal. Is that the goal? Do you think Bill Gates loves where he's living right now? Or do you think he would give up his whole fortune to be somebody like a little bit maybe cuter, younger, nicer? Somebody that's not Bill Gates. Don't I feel like he would give up his whole fortune to not be Bill Gates.
Do you know what he is going to give up his whole fortune?
Huh?
Melania. Or his wife.
Yeah, he gave already a lot. Man, what a simp. What a simp.
Yes.
Bro, if I divorce my wife and she wants my money, I'm leaving the country. Nobody's getting money.
But you know what else she did?
Kids,
Nobody's getting Manar's
she threw
fortune.
To the wolves on the Epstein thing. She used that, whatever that happened there.
It's a constant loop.
Trash his reputation and take all of his money.
I saw in a chat somewhere, somebody said that Grace was working on a deal to live in a car with Dalmatian dog. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, she tried. She said it's because I found out he's on Epstein, but you know that's complete bullshit. You know that.
Well, I don't know.
Diabolical maniac. The guy literally stands on stage talking about how I want to lower the population of the earth. We know this guy's a maniac. She knows she married the maniac. There's nothing new about it. And he says, "I want to use vaccines to come up to this conclusion."
Yeah.
So this guy comes up on stage saying he wants to murder everyone.
Remember how upset Ben was the other day? He was like real dismissive when somebody offered him a vaccine at the
boy was there.
department store they were at.
Found them. She had no more excuses. He's a simp. He gave her half the money to fuck the pool boy.
Yeah.
And she's happy now. She's got all the money. She's got the pool boy. She gets to leave Bill Gates. I mean,
I don't know.
I met Bill Gates.
I'm not, like you said, it's been a while since I'm like pretty out of the loop on Grace now, but some of the, you never know.
Was he smart? Does he actually sound smart?
Just briefly, it was like I was in the same convention center. He was there for like a chess.
He's a maniac. He's a shit smear.
I didn't talk with him, but I did.
The guy's like 1500 in chess. He's like.
I think he's smart. I just don't think he's like his wife is smart and cunning. I don't think he's cunning, but I think he's smart. You know what I'm saying?
All women are cunning because they all have sexual experience before us. So basically, let's say you're 18 and she's 18. She's had 5 years of sexual experience more than you.
Listen, guys, if there was a woman out there who wasn't cunning, you would have met her by now, right?
People were interested in her from 13 and giving her looks at 13 that she noticed.
Strap into the top of the family truckster.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
or you're 28 and 6'4". You know what I mean? Like, you need to be as somebody to get those looks, whereas she got them for free at 13 and 14.
Right.
So she
And
has
also-
manipulation power over you.
Right, and also women have to use that power to make good choices, whereas it's not as big of a deal for men. Like they have
Do I ever
to
smoke a
choose
bowl or a
well.
pipe? Oh yeah, of
That's
course.
true, right?
You know, because they are
they're
dependent on us.
Exactly, they're afforded this power, but they have a huge responsibility with it. They have
Right.
to choose early. They have to choose the right
I just
one.
really like I like the ritual of a one hitter, and I like that I can like really dial in like how much I want to smoke, and also like I know that I'm live streaming, but like also I just kind of feel like I'm in like a movie theater, and I'm like, you know, hanging out there. So like I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just I just feel like with a one hitter I can like really kick back without getting like completely out of sorts while I'm on live.
Right.
I don't want to
many
like fall
choices to
asleep or
make.
anything.
Can you believe?
And I could
literally you can
easily,
get any
like,
girl you want.
I could easily do that
It's
if I had like a
impossible to
bowl. I
pick
could
a
just keep
girl.
chain smoking
You know,
bowls.
like me and you, Ben. If somebody tells us you can get any girl you want, we'll say I want 4.
I want
know what I
0.
mean? You want 0. You want 0. I would say I
I'm
want
also-
4. You know, like me and you, Ben.
Listen to
if somebody
this.
tells us you can get any girl you want, we'll say I want 4.
I want
know what I
0.
mean?
Absolutely
You want 0.
based.
You want 0. I would say I
I'm
want
also
4. I
with
can't
you.
pick. I'll say I can't pick. This girl, she needs to pick only one. It's impossible from all these people. So I get why they become promiscuous. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
what happens, but we need to help them with that. We need to show them, prove that, hey, listen.
Keep in mind, Manar, married man, Muslim, saying all this stuff, these morality views he has on women, and yet what was the first thing he did when a 22-year-old woman was on stream trying to show off his body to her, trying to get her approval and her affection? Should he need that if he has that strong of a relationship like with his wife? Wouldn't his wife be providing that for him to where he wouldn't have to seek it out with like, you know, unmarried, you know, trollops on the internet?
Listen, even if you think you pick bad, that's not the end of the world. Even if you go to war, doesn't mean you're going to automatically die. Even if the worst thing happened, doesn't mean that worst outcome.
I'm sorry,
didn't happen.
ATF Media. I don't have anything
Relax,
blocked.
hang on tight,
I don't know why it
and let's
does
see what
that. It
comes
must be
from it.
on
Maybe
YouTube's end.
Good kids that will take care of you for the rest of your life. That's worth it. Worth having a shitty husband.
Yeah.
A little bit of striving for the future in some way. Maybe the guy actually had a small phase. Now he's moving from it. All I'm saying is, guys, what happens is
It's why I don't
we
vape
think we
too.
have-
Like if I hit a vape like I hit the one hitters, like I'd be,
and we look at it and we think this is the true outcome, but it's only a perceived
we'd really
outcome.
be through
Well,
the existential
because we're
portal.
so limited in knowledge, we think we know what's going to happen once we make a choice, but we really don't know. Let me give you an example. We say we want to wait till we have money to have kids. In the
Yeah.
Quran, for example, as a religious person, in the Quran, God says, "Do not ever kill your kids over."
I wonder
fear
what
of
you
money.
say,
I will
because
bring
I've
their
seen some
money
weird-
with them.
I've
I will
seen
bring
some
their
pretty
food with them. Like,
Yeah.
controversial stuff come through.
Maybe you will never get your actual blessings unless you have that kid.
That's right.
Because then the kid relies on you to get blessings. God will give you more blessings because the only way to feed the kid is to feed you.
That's
You
right.
Get me? So people,
right.
but they misperceive. They're like, oh, the perceived conclusion of having a kid is to become broke automatically or not be able to travel. So they
Yeah.
end up divorcing, abortion, all these.
I'll look
but
I'll
that's
look
the
into it,
perceived
ATF. I will,
outcome. They
because
don't know
I
the
can't
true
imagine
outcome
you're
because
putting
they're limited
anything
in
that's
knowledge.
that
And all of this
bad.
propaganda
I don't know what
makes
could
them
be
believe
what
they
could be
can make
blocking
that,
it.
calculation, but it's impossible.
Auto
It's impossible.
mod,
You don't know the
maybe?
unseen.
A little bit like when I used to be a Catholic school teacher, a boys' school.
Because I don't have a
and
bot
there's this
on
problem when we
YouTube.
have
I
with
do on
young people.
Twitch.
We say, well, if like I used to be a tennis coach, I used to jog with the kids through the neighborhood. Yep.
Keep talking. I'll be right
Yeah.
back. Somebody's knocking my door.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right.
So let me just peek ahead. Okay, so this guy coming up, just a little bit of context. There was a lot of speculation. Some people did not believe Manar's story, and I'll leave it up to you to, and maybe, I don't know if Ben addresses it or not, but there were people that watched the stream who thought that this guy was not Manar's brother, but in fact had a different type of relationship with him.
Okay, so we're at 6:55.
Dildo?
We've got 24
No way.
more minutes of
That's
this
bullshit.
session.
No, I'm not saying
segment.
it's bullshit that you put. I'm saying it's bullshit that they would block
then
that.
20 minutes more of the show, and then the last 10 minutes.
I'll
We good?
I'll check into it, see if I can shut that or whatever that is off.
Sorry about that. I just had to open the door. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I've been on streams, and the police have been showing up at my door when my children were there. I've had
You say you dox people. You ever doxed anyone?
never.
Well, man, they talk so
Except
much.
myself. I use my full name. Everyone knows my address.
Gracie sent me her number. She's such a dummy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't care. Because, see, the problem with doxing, the problem with the whole doxing thing is if you live in fear of something, then those people can use that fear to manipulate you. If you just say, I don't care, then what are they going to do?
Well, what do you think they were telling me? They were making me move from a movement of fear. They were scaring me to come on this, okay? They were scaring me. They were trying to move me from fear. But then I watched a lot of your content. You guys seem actual, genuine people. Gracie actually dances. She's literally having fun. Like she enjoys.
Sorry, ATF Media. I'll try to get it figured out.
You seem like, you're.
No one should be dildo blocking.
You're very good at presenting and hosting. You're really good at presenting and hosting. You're really good at stretching the hour. I can feel it. You're stretching the clock. I can see it. I can feel it. But I don't think a lot of people can.
No.
And I'm impressed with you guys. I don't know why you guys get such a bad take. I really believe it's
envy.
all...
Just 4 letters. Envy.
Is it envy? Because I know even Tom Foolery, you debated him. I think you debated him, right? And he was talking a lot of bad things, and he didn't have anything to substantiate it with.
Right.
He just had random claims. And by the way, I've debated that guy for 3.5 hours. I know how he debates. He literally has only claims.
He's crazy. He's literally crazy, I think.
You've seen these people, Manar. They're all unreasonable. Everybody is crazy.
This is why I have a problem with fake conservatives. You see me, Ben? Because he's LARPing as a conservative.
LARPing as a conservative.
I don't think he claims to be conservative.
Go ask Tom Foolery. Are you conservative or like lefty? He'll tell you, no, I'm more leaning to conservative, traditionalist. Yes.
That's a weird word to block because I've seen people post some pretty heinous shit in chat before they made it through.
God and be religious, and he renounced it. So that to make that move is, brain damage. Although I understand probably.
He was a Christian, Catholic.
He was a Protestant, a devout Protestant, and he became, I think, basically an atheist. But I understand why, because sometimes some forms of Protestantism are like.
Can I introduce somebody to the show?
Crazy. Sure. Yes. Sure.
I don't think anyone's ever met my brother.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's do a comparison. Who's? Can you guys rate us? Come on.
Oh my God.
Hey, for real. Okay, hey, come here.
Look at that Spider-Man thing behind him. Did Manar paint that?
I think it's gonna be fun. I don't think anyone's ever seen my brother before. So we can't hear them, but hey, this is my brother, right? They're gonna rate us.
I finished my energy drink, so my mood should regulate slowly over the last hour and a half.
Wow. What's he like, 6'4"?
He's 6'2".
6'2", wow.
Almost.
You want me to rate you? I can't do that.
What?
Oh, the chat. Come on, we need engagement, chat.
What is going on here? Who is, why does he want Ben to rate him? I don't understand.
Okay.
We need engagement.
We need engagement.
What's your brother's name?
Go say hi to him. What's up, guys? That's Ben Thorp.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
What do you guys think about his mustache?
I like the stash.
That's what some people speculated, but I don't know what the truth
Nick,
is.
you never seen my brother, huh? Come sit down.
This is the first time anyone's ever seen the brother.
Talk a little bit, man.
The brother.
See if you guys can agree on anything.
What? I don't have any.
Can you guys agree on anything?
I hope Ben doesn't call him the
saying you're
N-word.
Borat, the movie Borat.
Oh, very nice. How much?
Oh my God.
Why you gotta do this? He is the Indian in the family. He is the Indian. He's more brown than anybody else here.
Number 3.
Number.
So one of you guys looks like your mother, and one of you looks like your father.
Was that a
Who's
short circuit
skinny,
joke?
Your mother or your father?
Who do you think?
The cuter one looks like.
I don't know.
He looks like mom.
You look like mom?
He looks like dad. But he's a lot taller than dad.
Not a little bit. No. I mean, with old age, you kind of get shorter.
He said he's so white. Hail Syrians.
Yeah, I noticed
Wait,
that,
your
BB.
brother almost has no accent.
He's like, oh yeah, he's from wherever.
Is that because you came here when you were very young?
Nope. He actually learned English faster than me.
We were born in Dubai. I was born in Dubai. He was born in Syria.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's younger than you.
You don't think it's his brother?
No,
I got to get a
Manar
drink.
is older.
I got cotton mouth.
No, you're older?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe it's because you're skinnier. But, okay, so you're in your mid-30s then?
Yeah. 30. I actually, my birthday's coming up, so I'll be 30.
34. Oh, okay. So you guys are about a year and a half apart.
Yeah, that's why we're so close. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was born in the summer. He was born in the winter, so like
Oh, that's
exactly
great.
a year and a half.
I have 3 brothers. I can't talk to any of them.
No,
Sad.
why?
Dysfunctional family, divorce. That
Are
kind
you
of stuff.
are you guys really far away from each other in age?
No, at certain points in time, me and my 3 brothers were like, 17, 16, 15, 14.
That's
You know,
amazing.
like,
That's the closest
but then
you'll
it would
ever-
be depending on the year.
No,
But
so
depending on the
our
moment.
dynamic, it was just us both. So there was no. I feel like with a third and a fourth, you'll have like
You'll have
somebody.
two. You'll have two.
One snitch in the group.
Yeah, or two,
I
two,
think
it'll
Ben
be
is
two,
kinda
it'll be
checked
the 15
out.
and the 16 and the
Yeah.
16 and 17 and the 15 and
Or
14.
2 couples, like, or not like couple. You know what I mean? Like 2 are closer to each
It's
other.
tough with
than the
2.
other.
It's tough with 2. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure in a way.
You like the Tom
It's like a
Selleck
marriage.
He's not
mustache?
married, Gracie. He's not married. What do you think?
What? Who's?
That's his daughter.
Wait, now, so Chad is asking, how is it that if you're the older brother, you have less of an accent, and your younger brother has a more? Is it Arabic, the language of Syria?
Yeah.
Is it Arabic? Okay.
Levantine Arabic. It's
Okay.
Syrian
area
Selleck,
is
nice.
Levantine,
No.
Levantine.
The Levant.
Yes, exactly. Cuisine as well. It's the Levant.
I love it. Yeah, yeah.
I think he kind of looks like
which
he
is
would have been in
Middle
like a
Eastern and
foreign
Greek
remake
and,
of
like,
American
around the
Pie.
Mediterranean Sea. But
Makes your knees
um,
weak.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's Arabic. We speak Arabic in there. So.
Is that
But can I-
comment
can I tell you
directed
what's
toward
my
Ben
question?
Thorpe?
Oh.
What
My
about the
brother is
accent?
much more moderate than me.
You look more Arabic
He is
because
so
of
much more
the
moderate,
hair
bro.
and everything.
It's I don't know. I'm more adaptive.
Bro, I'm a good skater. I used to lock in my heels.
I am very.
I'm a
at
good
languages,
skater.
and
What?
Oh, okay.
I pick up. Like living in Dubai, you had to learn all the bad.
Is this
words,
not weird behavior from
Tagalog,
Manar? What's going on?
Hindi. Hey,
Jaldi
kisa
karo.
hai?
Jaldi karo.
Jaldi karo. Hey.
Gandu.
No,
Mother
I don't know.
chord.
Oh, because of the foreign workers from the Philippines and India?
There's a lot.
He's like, trust me, I know all about the
Filipinos,
restaurant industry.
minority
The
are-
hottest girls are the Filipinos.
The locals
Really?
are a minority there.
Yeah, Ben
They're
ain't gonna
20
go
to
along
30%.
with
When
that, I
was-
don't think.
When we were there, it was the locals, the local community was 20%. The Emiratis, people that were from the United Arab Emirates, are called Emiratis. They made up 20 to 30% of the population because it was a big boom in the Gulf, and they had to just add a lot of workforce, and a lot of it came from India. Okay, Bernard.
So were your parents engineers or something like that they were there, or?
No. Well, my dad just had a
Ben's mining for info.
Bro,
just a normal,
Scumbum, shut the hell up, Scumbum.
college
My brother.
degree.
What's
He
your
actually
background?
had
What's
in
your relationship
theology.
with your father like?
Islamic theology?
Yes, basically.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so he worked at the police station there, but he didn't.
But
do
he's
anything.
not an imam or something.
Hey, Luna.
He did that on the side, like he would do that in Ramadan. If you know anything about Ramadan, it's the
I don't.
holy month of us Muslims.
Oh, Ramadan?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ramadan. It's the holy month where we fast, and a lot
Ben's
of the
barely
end
even
of this
listening.
After you
Manar's
break
a
your
long
fast,
border. Shut the hell up.
after you fast, there's a long prayer. So he used to do that, and he used to be the imam for that. But, yeah,
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of
So you
theology.
can be a part-time imam. It's not like being a priest where it's
Um,
your job.
Damn, this is SIR.
Ooh, Ben, that subtle shade. Oh, in your religion, holy men can be holy part-time. Well, in my religion, holy men do it as their lives. It's all they do. Like, it must be nice to be able to be holy some of the time. Like, that's got to be a relief, right?
No, listen.
Look what he posted.
Open. There's 3 in there. There's 3 or 4, but be very careful.
This is a SIR, but it's only going to be
Waylord,
15 bucks.
This
36
guy
dollar
is showing
unrated
Pokemon
Waylord.
cards to Ben
It's
Thorpe?
36. When I looked it up, it was 36. Better be.
I'll give you top
very
roll.
He's
good.
what is going on
Yeah,
here?
I went and bought some Pokemon. I haven't bought
Pokemon. You know,
cards
that's
for
funny
so
because
long.
we're competing with a show called Log Cow Live, and those guys are super into that stuff. Anime, Pokemon, all that
I
stuff.
They're super into anime?
I mean, I
What?
can't get enough of anime, man.
I gotta show you once. Do you know there's a Qatari Muslim cleric kind of guy who answers questions? He's very funny, very popular.
Arabic or English?
He does it in English. Kuwaiti, maybe he's Kuwaiti.
Does he have like the very dark, very like the beard that's like super long?
And he's very funny. He's very funny.
I think I know him.
He answers questions like from like kind of OCD
Who is he talking about?
Muslims.
Kuwaiti imam or like a.
This is a PSA.
A YouTube guy.
Wow, it's me.
He's a YouTube guy. He's very well known.
I don't know.
God.
I honestly,
What a
when
statement.
it comes to YouTube, I watch the news and I have like certain.
Are you talking about Brownie from
gaming. I'm a gamer,
the pirate
so I'm a-
guy
Oh,
from
okay.
Primetime with
Oh,
George
yeah.
Dorinda?
That I talk politics. You know that? He hates that, Ben.
Can you imagine thinking that showing Ben Thorp your Pokemon card collection is a good idea?
No, I mean, I don't like to. When I get into arguments, I like to, or not arguments, debates or whatever. I just, if I don't know enough to do that.
Hello? This is Manar's brother.
All right, get up.
Sorry.
Oh,
Well, we were just talking because he was talking about
what do you think?
anime,
What do you think
and I
about
want to
that?
show
What do you think about the mustache?
the clip of the Muslim guy saying like, "Oh, I know about the
He's not
anime."
married.
Oh yeah, I'll find out.
Taller than me.
sure.
Taller.
You think
He's
that's
taller, he's available,
He's
Grace.
much.
Do you
What's his
think-
name? I can't get it.
embarrassing
He's much
himself?
better looking than you, Manar. You should just quit. Let him
No,
be the
he's-
streamer.
Oh my God!
taller.
South to
tall.
west, south to west. Tell me you're still here, man. Look at this. Grace absolutely just attaching C4 all over the King's
Or
project.
he's available,
He's
Grace.
he's,
What's his name? I can get it.
he's much better looking than you, Manar. You should just quit. Let him
No,
be the
he's-
streamer. Tell your brother to get a job.
He's the one with the charisma. Like I'm.
He's
just,
the one with the
pretty big.
charisma.
No. When your brother blows up, Manar, you should betray him.
When he
in
blows
classic
up?
Muslim Arabic style, turn on your
What a
your-
turn of
your
phrase
literal
from
brother
Ben.
And join our enemies on Log
Listen,
Cal Live
Manar, when your
because they're
brother
gamers
blows
that
up-
are into anime, they collect the Pokemon cards.
We could be into all of that plus some. All of it.
Uh-oh.
And they can make you millions of dollars. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, watch this.
Wait,
This-
hold on.
this
I
is
didn't
very
find.
fun.
I didn't.
No,
quite
that's
find-
it.
I don't think so.
Is it permissible to watch anime?
I'd be the wrong person to ask.
Hold on.
Ben's like,
Alright,
oh,
she's
you like anime? Let me show you a prominent religious leader of your faith saying that you shouldn't do that.
Sheikh Asim Al Hakim. Do you know him? Sheikh Asim Al Hakim.
What?
Awesome Hakim? No.
Sheikh.
Well, you know
Asim
Ben,
Al
he's a
Hakim.
liberal. He's just not
Okay,
politically
wait,
correct.
you gotta watch
Isn't
this.
that how
You
they
gotta watch
politically
this.
identify?
I'm getting kicked out.
Hold on.
Everyone
You gotta watch
you're
this.
better in the chat.
let your-
Get out of here.
Have him watch it.
Wait, can your brother watch this clip though? It's just like 30
Man,
seconds.
I want to watch the clip, man. That's crazy. all right. You take
Look
over.
how shook up Manar is.
I
Just
might
wanted
know
to
this
react-
guy. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy.
Have you ever seen this clip? Have you ever seen this
No.
clip? Oh, it's so
So
good. Okay,
funny.
watch this.
I
Watch
watch
this.
it on like YouTube Shorts and stuff. but-
Exactly, something about that.
Ahi, we've talked about watching anime. Anime is
This anime.
something that is addictive. It makes you addicted to watching it.
True, big
And you
boy.
watch
See, Grace has her apex social predator hearing on. She heard something that could be used against Manar, something that he shared, one of his passions, and now they've weaponized it to weaken his stance against Catholicism.
one episode, you watch
That's
season
all of
1,
this.
you watch season 150, and it's the same trash.
Same
The
trash.
Same events. The hero in the beginning has a tough upbringing, and then his life goes on, and then he finds challenges, and he becomes stronger, and you start supporting him, and backing him up, and then he may fall in love, and may get his heart
Their
broken.
behavior
A
is
number of
being
tragedies
rebuked by a
happen,
man of a
down the
high-ranking
way.
man of
He
their
almost
faith,
gets killed,
and they're
he
laughing about
comes
it.
I feel
back
like
and
you've
he
watched
wins.
anime.
The same
yeah.
old crap.
Wait, he's allowed to say crap, but we can't watch anime.
He secretly watches
He's
One
terrific.
Piece.
He's one of my favorite YouTubers.
He's so good.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We both drank our liquid.
Now you got to give me your name again. Rashid?
Majd Adin.
Oh, man.
Mejdadeen.
Majd drank
Good.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We both drank our liquid.
Weird thing to say.
Now you got to give me your name again. Rashid?
Majd ad-Din.
Rashid?
Oh,
No,
man.
Mejdadeen.
We got to learn Arabic.
But
Do I just write a bunch of scribbles from right to left?
How
would you-
it is
How would you
Wow.
spell that with
Arabic?
well, no, not in Arabic. In
Three,
Just a
Phonetic?
bunch
What
of
do we call it?
scratches.
Alphabet. Greek?
phonetic?
Roman.
Roman?
I don't really
I
know.
could never pronounce that.
How do you
The
spell it?
English
Like
alphabet?
English alphabet, yeah.
Alphabet? Yeah, M-A-J-D. That's the first.
M-A-J-D?
Majd.
Majd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Majd.
But I go by Dean. It's so much easier. And I used
Dean?
to work at
Okay.
service, and it's my second or middle name, Dean.
Ben Phillips? No, we don't really
Dean.
like. I'm not a big fan of
It's called
pranking.
the
I don't like
Ism
stuff that's
Murakkab.
mean spirited.
Means, a made up or a name that's made up two words, basically.
Like hyphenated?
Ramshed? That's
Aladdin
not nice.
is actually Ala ad-Din in Arabic.
Oh, okay. Like Mary Jane or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But we put Dean behind.
Does al mean like the?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Al-Din in Arabic means the religion, or
Wow,
Guess not.
Ramshed is a
Well,
secret
religion.
meeting spot.
Majd means pride, so I'm like the pride of religion. The meaning of my name.
So you guys live together in America? Or you're visiting?
We live in America,
Just call
but
him
we don't
Abdul.
live together. Abdul.
Call him Abdul.
Abdul Muhammad.
But you live nearby each other?
Abdul Muhammad Estefan. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because your brother's married, so you couldn't live with him.
Yeah.
But you live near each other.
Yeah. Same town.
Ah, okay.
I wonder if, on some level, though, Ben seeing this behavior of the brothers drinking out of the same cup, and he and Grace also always drink out of the same cup, eat out of the same meal, that kind of stuff. So maybe maybe he's feeling like a tinge of kinship that keeps this episode together.
Nice. You guys run a little mini mart?
He's the I want to live somewhere else. I want to visit all of. I mean, I like traveling,
Ben,
but I want to come back.
Remember
You know
when I
what
was
mean?
10 and
He wants to travel.
I became a
and
Pokemon
stay.
trainer?
How I want to come back home and.
Ben, when I was 10, I left the home to become a Pokemon trainer.
Oh yeah, I followed him
A
with.
Pokemon.
I put a briefcase
Trainer.
with a sandwich. I had one underwear and a couple of shirts, and I was gonna walk
Man.
to Syria, I think, and find Pokemon. I remember that.
Look at Ben
I
lighting up.
find
He's being
Pokemon?
fueled by this
Like
information.
Pokemon Go?
I was
No,
strong.
this was when he was like fucking 7.
I was a strong kid. I've never seen a kid at 10 years old leave the house with a briefcase full of sandwiches. Say he's gonna become a Pokemon trainer. I've never seen that happen for. I didn't even know how to go. To
How did I
Syria.
feel when they got
Syria.
sold? I was pretty
Wait,
bummed out about it.
You're in Syria and you had sandwiches?
I didn't
No,
even have a
this was-
Pokeball.
No.
That's true. I didn't even have a Pokeball.
This was in Dubai.
Yeah, that was in
Wanted
Dubai.
to go.
But I wanted to go to Syria. Like that's where I wanted to go.
Two-day drive. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was like a 2000.
Meanwhile, Grace is just filled with this just pure vitriolic hatred toward Manar because he's into Pokemon. That just she really has no respect for Pokemon.
miles.
2-day drive.
I was gonna walk for.
She's
6 months.
loading
I was
up
gonna do
for
6
real
months trip
bitch talk.
with the camels.
What about you? Are you where I guess
Look at Ben.
We're on the East Coast. You guys are in I know you're in Central Time, somewhere in the wherever you are, it sucks. You should visit at least the East
Wherever
Coast
you
and the
are, it
West Coast
sucks.
and
I have-
Texas.
I think with Florida. I've been to Florida. I've been to Connecticut. I've been to New York.
Oh yeah, we're right near Connecticut.
Connecticut is beautiful. I've never
Beautiful.
Ben, what's your favorite state?
It's super nice, and I feel like it can be remote.
I want to know what Ben likes.
I don't know. Like the streets are super narrow in some places, and I like that.
Yeah.
I
Old.
like
It's more older.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it probably I like that too. I'm from Rhode Island. Of course, I love Rhode Island, but you both love and hate your home. We were just in California. I fell in love with California. It's very beautiful. I like the culture there. But
Remember how relaxed
Very
Ben was in
diverse.
California?
Yeah, I like
Constantly had his
Mexicans a
belly
lot.
out. He was really feeling himself during that era.
We can laugh.
I mean, their food. Oof.
Yeah, nice people too. I mean, I'm Catholic, so I like the Catholic culture, the emphasis on family and hard work
Yeah.
and sort of traditional values.
They
So
do have a lot
Not
of
like
emphasis
yours.
on family.
Is that what
Yeah.
he's saying?
You're right.
similar to Arab culture, I think, in that sense.
Oh, there we go.
And not just that, their languages too. So kamis in Arabic means shirt. Camisa in Spanish.
Is that from the Iberian Peninsula where the Moors went in? Is that where it got picked up?
Oh, the Moors have
It
entered
might
the
have been,
chat.
I think. Yeah, you might be right.
Hmm.
They went to Spain, so that might be why. Yes. 'Cause
That's
the
what I
Moors-
mean. Yeah,
'cause the Moors were.
some inter.
Oh, thank you,
What
Luna
online
Star and
games are you
King Lee
playing right now,
Cypress.
He plays a lot of games.
I
I'm
play more
honored.
single player. I like crafting. I like. Right now, I'm actually getting back into Satisfactory because they just got.
You know, my sons love playing games. I played games with them all when they were growing
Just when
up.
you thought there was
I believe it.
Manar was great. You got
He had that
Cooper
great
Crash Bandicoot,
conversation
that was
on
my
the
favorite
stoop
game.
with
Crash
Lalo. That was my
Bandicoot,
favorite
Sly
California
Cooper, Sly
content.
Cooper back on the PlayStation. That was
I don't know anything about any of that
honor
stuff.
among. It was a raccoon who stole.
Ben's like,
He was a thief.
You don't
Pokemon,
know Sly
video
Cooper?
And he was
games.
a raccoon.
Eh.
And he was
My
a
sons
thief.
would know all
You
about
Sly
this stuff,
Cooper?
but I haven't been
You know
able to
how
talk to
you
them.
can
If
rob
Manar smoked weed, then he'd really be cooked.
Oh man, I'm
Ruby
sorry.
Spacek says, "I love Crash Bandicoot." Did you meet Ruby Spacek? Oh, he can't hear me now, right?
Manar,
he can't hear me.
Meet a Ruby. Something.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
met
meet
Miss
Ruby
the
Spacek?
porn
Yeah.
star, and she was
Oh,
a
right,
girl.
Ruby. Yeah, you met Ruby. Yeah.
Ruby the porn
Just to let everybody know, the next break is in
Porn
5
star.
minutes.
She's a great girl. She's very educated, very well educated. She said she went to college.
Breaks
for
in 5
porn,
minutes, guys.
And she took all the classes necessary, and she's doing great now.
Ruby, there's a break in 5 minutes. You're the one.
Ruby is well educated. That's what you heard. It depends on what you mean by education.
He said depends what you mean about education.
Yeah, so
This is
if
so
there's
awkward that he
classes
has to
you
relay
take, you
it.
can become, so you know how to get fucked.
It reminds me of the OPC almost got arrested, where for a while Ben and OPC had to share a microphone and they just kept swinging it back and forth. Like, that's what this reminds me of, with this like awkward him having to relay everything to Manar.
Ruby.
Wait, are we really talking about a porn star? I don't.
Yeah. She's really done core.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I think she did this.
Who's this?
What name should I
Don't worry
search?
about it. Don't worry about it.
She
Poor Ruby.
claims
The
we-
very
even
first thing they bring up is like that she was naked on the internet.
though it's very well known, if I repeated it
But
here,
she
she would
didn't,
claim to be a
mention
victim
it.
of it and then try. She lives in Connecticut. She lives in New Haven, where Yale is in Connecticut. I don't know if you know that. Beautiful, beautiful city. Yale, you guys got to come
Depends
up to
what
New
you
England
mean by
sometime.
educated.
Especially in the summer.
Oh yeah, the old. I bet it's nice as hell.
We live right on the water,
I
right on
mean,
the Atlantic Ocean. You can see
I
the
think
Middle East
it-
from here.
I think it is accurate to call her a porn star. Wouldn't you?
Guys, what do you think?
If you
Retired,
look closely, you can
reformed
see
porn
right in
star.
through the Mediterranean all the way to the Holy Land. No, you can't. But
Who is that by
but
here?
you could take a boat.
Or
You
van?
could take a canoe. Since Manar has these aspirations, he could take a kayak and kayak to Lebanon from here.
That'll take
But he would certainly die
6 months.
in doing that.
Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, that was a good.
Spyro the
name.
Dragon. Ben is
Or,
gonna. Yeah.
or Grace, what did you say?
It's time for our next break, so
Break time.
we're gonna give you guys a break. Manar knows this. You guys get a break, and my dad gets a break. I'm gonna take the
We'll
show
see
off.
you in
nice to
10
meet you,
minutes.
though. Nice to meet you. All right.
What do you think about this?
How is everything?
Like, I actually like this where they have like set breaks. I think that really works in favor of the content. Like, you could cuck it sometimes, I guess, but if it's really good, it'll make it through the break and you'll come back to it. Whereas if it's not that good, it gives you a chance to come back like fresh.
Everybody feeling? Nice to see you all again. The break
I
is,
think you
supposed
could
to be
make
from
the
7:20
argument.
to
Yeah, I mean, I
7:30.
think
It started a little bit
I'm not
early.
saying it's objectively
Great so
right,
far? You
but I
guys
think you could
excited?
make a reasonable case for that.
Need to
Yeah.
refocus a little bit. And
I don't see it as a
Interesting, meeting
negative
Manar's
though. I see
brother.
it as like a positive.
obviously, the more masculine looking one.
The more
Not
masculine
that's
looking
Good or
one.
bad, just interesting meeting Manar's brother.
What an absolute animal.
Obviously, the more masculine looking one. Not that that's good or bad, just
Oh my god. Brutal.
what it is. Let me see here. I do have my upcoming stream scheduled. If you guys would like to head over to that, it is just really, really temporarily named and everything. But it's called Bitches.
Yes, it's me.
best.
But
I
like
didn't wanna
that's
do
the other part
Queens.
of
I
it.
felt like-
For the breaks to be effective, like they need to have a time as well. Like we're gonna be back in 5 minutes. We're gonna be back in 10 minutes. So like and if they are like, hey, we're gonna be gone for 20 minutes, and at least you know that you can go. You're not just sitting around, fucking waiting.
Like Queens was too obvious. So that's up. It's up. It's on Misunderstood. You're going to get rated into there. So that's my stream coming on at 8 o'clock. Hope you guys like it. I just put it together. Older brother is a man. Manar is a man-child. Manar has big Darius vibes. Very big Darius vibes. Much nicer, obviously. But, shorter, stockier, ADD, attention-seeking. My donation in that will cover both streams. Really? Wow, thank you. That would be really nice.
The break. I mean, it's hilarious
It's
to
tough
think
being
they would
demonetized.
stick
It's
to
tough
it,
being
but
a broke bitch. Boynar. Manar is clearly overcompensating. So we can ask him all of these questions in my upcoming stream. Real bitches? I don't know. This one's just called King, so I wanted it to be the same vibe. I guess Queens would make sense, but like, I don't know. Wasn't feeling right.
I don't know what her hand says.
Let's see. He's Hormaxer, Lalo, Darius, and Adam all together. Ask him to measure
It's
his
finally
height on
pendant day.
scale.
Are you gonna take us with you in a
Is
video
Ben
to get the
vibing?
pendant?
I think so. I think Manar just like lost a little bit of focus with the brother thing, which is totally fine. I don't like the Middle East, but I prefer the chief to those two. He can be funny. Ooh, we're missing Adam. Does anybody really miss Adam, though? Adam is cooler. Should we get Adam on the show?
Well, again, not to, congratulate myself, but I think I handled the break in the restaurant interview like perfectly. I cut it off like after the recap of the restaurant story before we began the chapter about the nonprofit. And then we had an unexpected break when their power went out, which was an unfortunate foreshadowing of their current situation where they're siphoning electricity from the basement.
We already have like an Arab, though. Adam has a ceiling. New guy is kind of a suck up.
Somewhere
She does
Daninsky
need
is
big
smiling.
names. Well, that's understandable. He wants to be like a big debater. I don't see how this could possibly hurt that endeavor of his. I mean, before this, he was streaming to like 4 people, which is, no offense, just like this is like big for him. So, misogyny, the podcast. Actually, I like that, Ruby. Female misogynist. I'm not a misogynist though. I just don't like women. I hate my mommy. Why is Ruby being funny? That's disgusting. Get out of my chat. You're not funny. I hate my mommy. I don't know.
Uh-oh,
Bitch,
Grace going to the
misogyny.
pin chewing.
I hate my mommy. It would be a good bait title. I hate my mommy. Yeah, but then, like, would other women come on?
Classic Grace Thorpe, no cover cough.
Not to be racist or anything, but are you guys ever going to collab with cute white guys?
Because Ben is a theologist. He's got a master's in
Men
theology.
come to me. I don't come to the men. Maybe get Ruby as co-star for your show, Grace. Damius, believe me, I would love to, but you know, she has her boundaries, her parameters. So even though I have some fantastic Becky Boop clips to review that she probably hasn't seen, but no, Ruby doesn't hate her mommy. So I think she's warming up, perhaps. Oh, also breaking news. Bethadone has expressed interest in being a co-host. I think that would be interesting because me and Bethadone are kind of like, you know what,
I'll just say this. There is no worse pairing of people that you could put together than Grace and Bethadone. That's a complete clash. It would be a this style thing where there was 2 or 3, and then there would maybe, I don't even know that there would go through one without there being like a big giant bridge burning.
I'm not gonna say the rest of that sentence, but both blonde. Don't really know her very well, but she seems chill.
We're both blonde.
Grace and Ruby show. Oh, Frenemies. That would be a great title. Frenemies. Oh my god. That would be a great title.
Just a complete mismatch. It'd be terrible.
Oh, I wish.
And they're like 2 of my favorites, but they
Just
would
for the
never
name-
go
just for
together
that
well.
title alone, I wish I could put that into practice.
Grace is like so repressed, and then Beth is like so completely the opposite.
Oh, H3 already did that. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
And Bethadone is like immune to shaming, so like a
Wasn't
lot of Grace's
Feminist
tactics
taken?
wouldn't work. Speaking of Grace's tactics,
Yeah, Ethan and Trisha. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, that sounds like such a great idea. Yes, okay.
just
yes.
watch the Dow Dog short. Nice. Yeah, they would definitely clash like a lot.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for. I mean, this show seems to be going well. I think they're gonna need to bond, maybe debate a little bit, try to get some spice going, get some arguments going. Bethadone, weird as fuck. She's a Satanist. Leaving
True.
Ava out of Frenemies is crazy.
True.
Well, Frenemies would be terrible SEO because like they already did the show. So. Welcome back.
Am I early? Turns out it's about 7 minutes for me.
You like her
Yeah,
jewelry?
You're early, but you left early, so.
Oh, you stayed on with the boys?
No, I kicked them off just to give them some time, just to refocus and
Absolutely,
stuff.
yeah.
But Manar still has not returned.
That
Don't
room
put
just
him on
cracks me
like
up.
that, like,
Okay. No, I just had to add him in case.
This looks like a failed show. Put it back on again. Ben will get those minutes reimbursed on his next check.
South
Says
to west,
Trump
what do you think? Kind of
recently.
unprofessional
Now,
not to
this
be
is
there
our
when the
second
break
opportunity.
ends.
Did you do what I asked you to do?
Lolcow Live is not live today.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are winning.
We're winning.
Is Lal Cow Queens or Becky Boop on the horizon?
Let's see.
But I do want to say one thing, and you can say it's a cope, and you can do that as I'm saying this. We have 126 people in chat. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. That's
Jewelry
fantastic.
tutorials?
Do you know why?
Because this has been a dead
This
channel.
channel
for months.
has been dead for months.
Yeah, so true.
And anyone banned on this channel can be unbanned.
Oh, yeah, I
There's
should
no
have
banning
mass-
on this channel.
Mass unban.
And I do want to tell anyone who would like to chime in.
Doesn't he make an exception for somebody?
For the Lal Cow, for the, we call it Bitches Brew, provisionally, that Manar will have the keys to the stream.
Imagine
So
giving
he
Manar
can
keys,
kick-
but not
and,
Fusion
Grace
Studios.
is happy to allow him to do that.
Guys, for real, you picked Dean? Are y'all joking? no, I'm getting hate or flame or something like that.
He's getting
you have to
flamed.
understand that our chat, they're ball busters, right?
Becky Boo.
They banter. They
She's
bust
like
balls,
the.
so whatever
She's
you ask them
on.
to
You
do,
would
they'll
see
do
her
the
on
opposite.
Ruby's channel probably.
But in reality, they're extremely loyal, which is very.
Grace did a
you'll
few
see.
shows with her.
They're extremely loyal.
I don't even remember
And,
how long ago it was. Everything just seems
They
like
love
a
us because we're the only. A lot of
black
them have
hole of
been kicked out
existence.
of every other chat. Every other channel, we have all the. Do you know what I mean? Like the bad boys. Including we have a chatter who is infamous for taking down a little company called Sony. The entire
Reptilian
Sony
Richard
network was taken
Ramirez.
down by this guy and his friends. So-
Legend.
That's what they mean by you're a doxer. It means the people you know can dox.
Well, that's true. I don't hold myself. I'm not
You like
responsible
dogs?
for
Are
what
you
they
a dog
do.
lover?
I have a dog. I have a half
Are you a cat or a dog kind of person?
dog.
Gracie looks like a dog kind of person.
Dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Brief update.
I think that
Lolcow
all-
Test is currently live with 286 viewers. We are live with 124.
we got
Therefore,
half,
we are getting
50%.
43% of
We
the
got half,
competitors.
50%.
Let's go.
I have a theory that
Of
all
Lolcow
dogs are
whatever.
basically black men, and all cats are basically white women. What do you think?
So white women, you have to be racist as well? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, in the sense they're fancy and, you know, kind of distant. They're like Swedish women. Like, I don't really want to talk to
Like
you.
high maintenance kind of women.
They're sort of autistic. You know what I mean? They're not really warm and loving. They're sort
Here's
of
now
distant and
Ben's
Yeah,
getting
like, they've got
Ben's
so much
getting comfy
attention, They
now.
don't really care how you
Yeah.
feel. So just get away from me, please. Like, I'm busy right now. I
Whereas a
don't.
dog is like a black man in the sense of being
The dog's
very.
like, he's
Yeah.
looking at me.
They love attention. They're very warm.
Wow.
Always
Yeah,
up
let
for a
me
good
tell you a
time
story. I
and
was
highly
walking-
sexual.
Let me tell you a story that relates to that. I was walking with my wife outside. She's an interpreter.
Ben says something completely out of pocket, and Manar's like, "Hey, let me tell you a story that's exactly like that."
I guess I dropped her to interpret or something at a hospital, and she's Spanish. She's Mexican. So I married a Mexican girl. And I was walking out, and she's like really sick. She's tight body, very fit, small. She's barely 110 pounds.
Your wife, we're talking about?
That's my wife. My wife is barely 110 pounds, so she really, anything she wears, she fits. She's like 5'6", 5'7". Anything she wears fits amazing on her. So she likes to dress up. She likes to make up. She loves
Nice.
fashion. It's one of her things.
Nice.
And
Does she
so
love the
she's
hijab that
walking
you
out.
force her to wear constantly?
Well, no, I would love for her to be in a hijab, but she doesn't want to be in a hijab. What am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna.
So Manar is presenting himself like he is a basically Muslim fundamentalist who believes in like letter of the religion, yet he's watching anime, he's watching Ruby SpaceX sex tapes, and now we find out this information
I'm not gonna.
What are you supposed to do as the patriarch?
that is
I'm not gonna punch her in
his
the face.
wife
This
doesn't
is what
even
I'm out
like
for,
listen to
when
him.
Either she wakes up or I go to the next one. Like, I'm not gonna punch her in the face. You know what I mean? Like you have to understand.
Why
marriage
waste a
is
good
not scary
punch
for us.
on
We
her?
don't have child support. I don't have child support. Like in my culture.
I think they're both LARPing
You know what I mean?
in
Marriage
their
is not
own
a scary
ways.
thing. And to leave
You're in
him is
America
not
now.
scary either.
You might want to look into it.
Now in America, but in our culture, we don't have child support. My dad never paid a penny after he divorced my mom.
Wow.
And my mom never made him pay anything. And anyways, the point is, when we're walking out of this hospital, this girl, old lady, stopped her. She's like, "Wow, you look amazing. You look absolutely gorgeous." She started talking, they're bantering with each other for a minute. She's like, "Yeah, thank you so much, blah, blah." And then when she left, I was like, "What was that? Did you know her?" She's like, "No, I never met her before." I was like, "What do you mean you never met her? The way she stopped you, she was so friendly to you. What do you don't even know who she is?" She's like, "I've never seen her before in my life." I was like, "You mean to tell me a random person stopped you in the middle of the road to tell you how beautiful you are? And you're acting like this is cool and nonchalant about this? Like this is something that
What
happens
do you
all the time?"
mean
She's
by
like, "Yeah, it
that?
happens all the time."
Yeah.
I was like, "This happens to you all the time."
This
I
is
couldn't
he's
believe I was in-
describing a fucking Mentos commercial. He's presenting these just delusional fantasies as if they're reality.
in disbelief that the
Come
girls are
on,
getting
dude.
stopped by other women and other men to tell them you have beautiful shoes or you have amazing fashion style, or I love the way your hair looks. I couldn't believe. I've never in my life felt it. So that's what happens. These girls literally are feeling things you can't even fathom. They're
Describing Manar, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Manar basically saying that he's never been complimented in his life? Isn't that the moral of the story here? That women are receiving compliments and his wife is receiving compliments, but he's just saying that no one's ever complimented him? Like, that's really dark.
the normal daily activity to her is something you would dream of. That it's like a famous celebrity kind of level.
It's difficult though, also the attention, because like Grace got a lot of that attention. I was on, I'm a guy. She comes on, holy
Just
smokes.
though,
But it,
you get that attention. I feel like if you walk up and you are the club, girls just surround you. I feel like girls find a way to just surround.
Listen to Ben. He's like, I don't get any
attention.
attention either,
me?
Manar.
Yeah, my 6'4" friend, when he goes to the club, he tells me girls will just surround. Like they'll just come and.
Oh boy, now we're getting to it. Now we're past the hard candy shell. We're getting to the the soft center of this.
I haven't been to a club in maybe.
Tall men have
Maybe
the
that's why,
advantage.
but
The
I-
brother
but you're
is taller.
6'8". I mean, I don't know how you're having
Cooked.
trouble finding a girl.
I think
He's
at
like, can
6'8",
you
actually,
imagine, Ben, someone saying that you were attractive in any way or paying you any kind of compliment is like,
it's a little intimidating.
sorry,
You know,
Manar.
Like a lot of women, it's too tall. Like women like tall men, but at a certain point, it's
What
not that they're not
happened
attracted to
here?
tall men, but they just, I don't know. I'm not really looking though. I have 6 children right now.
It would
that
be
I'm looking
weird
to
if he
raise. I'm
didn't
not-
compliment her in real
That's funny.
life, since he's
I can
if
only
she
actually interact
exists.
with one of the 6
Because
right now,
he's-
but we're working.
I
on it.
mean, to the point of
because
bragging
America.
about her on the stream.
I
You
have the
have no
feeling
right.
that the same kind of stuff can happen in any culture. That crazy women.
What's he
is
drinking, I
kind of a
wonder?
thing
Yeah,
that-
if a woman,
you
if
know.
a woman scorn, like that's her job. Like if she's bent focused on getting you away from the kids, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe they do it in a different way, but I remember interacting. I used to be a landlord, and I had people from Iraq and Iran that were staying with me, families, nice people, but because of the wars there, they were refugees. And the women, I'm like, oh, they're very traditional. These women were maniacs, and they were polite, but when they wanted something, Middle Eastern women, I've always said, are the fiercest. But they not with violence, not the crazy. They're not going to swear, but like when they wanted better furniture, they would. They literally had the police called at a furniture store because she demanded to have like a better. And she was getting this free from the United States government. I was like, how about just like being grateful? But like, and you know, it's good. It's a good thing. She was advocating for her family, but at a certain point, I was like, I got to get out of here. I don't want to go to jail.
I
So,
agree. I
do
mean,
think
I
it's
have
like-
doubt for sure.
I think a lot of American men think that if I went to the Middle East, and I
Especially
got-
because he knows he's operating from a place of weakness. It registers physically on him after these last few exchanges. So since all of his other like masculinity spells have failed, if he did have the like hot banger wife, I think he would bring her out as like a gotcha, because he brought his brother on stream like without hesitation.
got married to a Middle Eastern woman.
He
she
was
would
like,
be
in
just
fact, he was like, the
submissive in a
chat
way
has
that's
to
really
meet,
easy,
you
and I
know.
don't think that's true because I do think that women in
Ram
traditional
shed.
cultures have their own way of spotting weakness and being
Hey, what's up, Junk?
cunning in getting their own way. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know with the ladies. I think that there's a little bit of a myth that being taller. The taller you are, the better in terms of like women. I think women like a guy who's taller than them, but not necessarily someone who's 2
Ben,
feet
in
taller
your
than them.
age, you're right. In your age, because social media wasn't as prevalent, you're right. It was not. We did not actually believe that they actually cared about that. Now
He's not married.
statistics show
Is that like
5% of
confirmed?
all
Confirmed?
women, on social
Oh,
media
yeah,
or,
well, I
like,
mean,
the
yeah.
dating apps swipe only for 5% of men.
Right,
So
but
all women swipe only for 5% of men, and it's in like disproportionate. Like 5'10", the numbers here, 6 foot swipes are here. Like it's you see
Yes.
like
This
an
is some savvy
unbelievable
guy
curve that
logic.
forms.
but that only means if they have no other information,
Yeah.
they prefer tallness. That doesn't necessarily mean that being tall is that important.
I kind of agree with what Ben's saying, but I don't agree. But I mean, the fact is, there are dating apps that let you, just like you can set like, I don't want to see profiles of anyone under, 27 years old. I'm pretty sure there are dating apps where you can put like that you don't want guys under a certain height. So like you would just, in that case, like you're not ever given the opportunity to like make your case. So I think in this specific instance, like it really could just completely cut off some avenues for you. But would you really want to meet that person anyway? Like if
No,
they felt that way?
What that means is two things. It could either mean that they always
You
cared
create your
about
own
tallness
reality.
and they never
Yeah,
had the,
fair
the
enough.
ability to make a decision about that except now, or that yes, there's something that's like this kind of dating culture is skewing their mind to think that
Savvy
certain
guy has way
features
more
are,
clout than
relevant
Manar, of
and
course.
attractive features. So that could be social conditioning. So it's either that they always loved, like it's either that all girls love all tall men always, all the time, and they just never were able to say
I
that
don't know.
out
Savvy
loud,
guy doesn't really.
or
He does
that
factor in height,
they're
but I
being
think it's if
socially
you're good
conditioned
looking
now
is all the really
into
savvy guy
loving
thinks
only
that's the
tall
game
guys because
changer.
it's easier. It's like girls,
Don't be a sub
I've
5.
been with so many bad men. The easiest red flag to see, because they look for red flags. That's their way to gauge things.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't think women are necessarily that much into money. But if on a social media app it said this man has $100,000 net worth, this man has $10 million net worth, what do you think the percentage, if everything else is the same, that they're going to swipe right on the 10 million? It's going to be 100%, right? Why would you not? Everything else is equal. He's got 10 million. This guy's got 100,000. I'm picking the 10 million. Does that mean that women are overly concerned about money? No, it just means that if everything else is the same, they're going to choose that. Now, is that
Ben
true
with
of
a
height?
reasonable
Of
take, I
course.
think, on that.
But that's always been true.
Seems to be the
Obviously,
case,
Look at
Junk.
biologically, men are usually a little bit larger than women. It makes them feel safer. Does that mean that height is all that important? No. It's a misreading of the data, in my opinion.
Or it's an exact representation of the data. If girls only swipe for people that have.
I think they're both right. I think that there are women out there who, even if things weren't equal, would prefer money. But then I think it's also the case that they're like, this is a very specific instance of being on a dating app where you can check a box and eliminate people. But that's like some people might not put that much thought into it. They'll just be like, oh, well, of course I want someone who's, financially successful, so they'll tick it. And maybe they just figure like it factors into an overall score. Whereas instead, like, you might just be blocking anybody that makes under that amount or whatever.
Beautiful villas. Let me give you an example. If
or
girls
under that
only
height.
Swipe to the guy that has beautiful pictures of his villa, or a
Yeah.
picture next to his beautiful car, or a picture of him in front of his private jet.
Depends
That's
what his face
basically him
looks
saying,
like.
I have $1
I
million.
think
So
for a lot of
if we are seeing only
people.
girls are swiping and these guys are getting the most amount of swipes, then we can say there's some kind of correlation that comes to that. So it actually, I see what you mean.
But there's no new information.
You think it's not a representation? I think it's a complete representation.
No. What I'm saying is, of course, women prefer men who have financial security. Why wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking for, in part. Does that mean that women are superficial and they don't care about things like personality or sense of humor? No.
There we go, Manar base.
No. I'm saying you can't really get a sense of that if you're just looking at a picture and getting data.
Let me give you an example. Does it matter that she cares about your personality if you didn't have enough money to date her? For example, it doesn't matter that you cannot write. She only swipes to $1 million because.
Okay, savvy guy would disagree here because he would say that if you're good looking, you'll have a natural advantage over the guy with the money because she'll tolerate an ugly guy with money, but like she would celebrate even like a poor guy who's good looking. Like that's what savvy guy says. He thinks that like if you're good looking, like you're set for life, and like a woman will, if you're like a 7 or up, like a woman will just take care of you, I guess.
It's a necessary thing for her. But does that matter that she has a great personality? If you can never say I have $1 million, and that means she'll never swipe you. Do you see what I mean? What does the personality matter if you?
Well, right, but don't you think that's kind of like doing a guys who are actually looking for if a guy is looking for a real partner, not just like a girl to fuck, like wants a real partner, wouldn't it be good to get those superficial women out of the way, even if it narrows your mate selection? At least you have a higher, you have less choices, but they're much, much more viable because the people who would dismiss you by checking a box, you never had a chance with them anyway. And if you did get a chance with them, you'd probably end up regretting it, or you'd be in a situation where there was a big power imbalance.
Don't even get a chance to talk to her.
Well, I mean, look, height is hard to argue with, like in the sense, like it's pretty obvious if a man is tall from his pictures. Standing in front of a Ferrari is something I can do if I just visit Miami, right? So it also looks kind of cheesy. But what I'm saying is, if there was a way you could put your actual financials on Tinder, okay,
You're not
of
going to
course the
see
woman is
Slayer.
gonna,
I'm sorry,
all things
Luna.
being equal, say having a lot of money is great, and that doesn't. That would, of course, that's always been
That
true.
proves that that's the number one thing that she's after.
No, it is. No, it doesn't.
That's
Because
literally what that proves.
No.
Prove to me it doesn't.
okay, because what you've done is you've taken normal, let's say, dating
you've
type
done.
stuff, right? Which usually happens by meeting people, learning about them, etc. Okay, and you've turned it into something which takes 2 seconds. I have to make an immediate decision.
Because
When
of the
you
trauma.
do that, it changes the nature of the thing. And so when you have data about that, it doesn't really necessarily, it tells you something about what happens in that situation. It doesn't necessarily mean it tells you something vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis,
I see what you mean.
nice.
I see
It
what
only
you mean. Let me give you an
confirms what we
analogy.
already know.
Let me give you an analogy. So a guy that's a porn addict, only he can feel what a porn addict feels. Is that what you were trying to say? Like
No.
basically. So what are you trying to say?
What?
No. I'm saying, if you want to try the analogy, let me see if I can do it.
Huh?
Someone who looks at pornography, okay, and does certain things that can be actually
What?
metrics can be done, right? You can
Did my
someone
brain
that's
like
born
hard
off,
reset and I
regular-
missed
no, I'm
something?
saying a porn. Say I run a porn site, okay? I might be able to get data from how porn people, what they choose.
The porn example is not good because people will watch. I think statistics always prove out that people watch porn for like curiosity or fantasy. It doesn't all, it might reflect what like turns them on, but it doesn't necessarily reflect the actual, like what actually happens in their sex life.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like what is interesting to them? What
So
they
that
click
doesn't really
on,
hold
how
up for
long.
me.
Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how men think, who are married, or you see what I'm saying? So if men spend 1 minute looking at, on average, it's probably like half a second looking at an image. That doesn't mean men would prefer to have sex that lasts half a second. Do you see what I mean?
Half a second.
Or if they look at 200 different females in a search, that doesn't mean a man would want to have sex with 200 women in a night.
So Ben's scrolling through 200 women, but only taking like half a second.
If he could, it doesn't mean that. It's apples and oranges. It's comparing two different things. I think that, of course, the data confirms what we've always known, which is, yes, big surprise. Women have, like, all things being equal, women like men who are a little bit taller than them. Some women like men who are much taller than them. And also, men don't really like women who are much taller than them, right? So supermodels have like a very hard time finding men. We've always known that. So the internet hasn't changed human nature, right?
So what you're saying, just only the people that are using social media have these effects on them.
No effect. It's just confirming what we've always known. There's no new information here. The internet hasn't really changed people in many ways, as many ways as we think.
You're just saying it's revealed them. It's revealed their
Oh
true
yeah, maybe,
property.
yeah, right. But this idea that we found out that women are superficial, they've always been superficial women, and they're on those sites more than like healthy women, because healthy women generally don't need to use those apps.
But is that true though? Is that true? Because I mean, I see mothers now. They wake up in the morning to Facebook. I see daughters before they go to school. They go on their TikTok.
No, I mean dating apps.
Is it
dating
bad
apps?
girls?
Are trad girls on the
I have
internet?
been
Yes
on
or
a
no?
dating app. I was on Tinder for a year. It's brutal. You have to be like pretty desperate to get wade through all the garbage.
6'8" doesn't help.
I don't know. I don't have anyone to compare to. I don't know if I did well, but there's just so much crap.
Raining blood.
So many people who are fake.
With somebody
A classic.
Same age as you and maybe a little bit shorter than you.
I don't think that women are as attractive. Like if you had a guy who's 9 feet tall. In other words, if you say The taller, the better.
Let me take
If you
my
got a guy who's
premise
9
to a
feet tall,
comical
it's not like,
place.
oh, you're gonna get crazy
Come on,
pussy.
Ben.
That's crazy, right? That's you would admit, like that's not true. Most women would find that crazy. But so a woman usually would prefer.
This is like
a
when
man
Luke
who's
West
like
says he's too good
3 to 4
looking to
inches
meet a
taller
woman.
than
Ben's
her.
like, I'm actually
Just like
too
most
tall,
women would
Manar.
prefer a man who's like
Be
a
glad
few
that you're
years older
short.
than her. There are women who would be attracted to someone 20 or 30 years older, but you know what I mean? Like it's like.
And this
I
is
think,
also the human condition. The human condition is an adapting condition. It's a struggling condition. So if, for example, if there's a need to be, if there's no men around, and the only good man is a short man, the human
Well, and if
condition
his
will
brother is
accept that.
6'2",
Like,
he's
that's what
not
happens
that
to these girls.
short. He's like 5'10".
men
You know
and
what I
women
mean?
are looking for a mate.
Ish.
One sign.
Like, I don't
of a
see that
healthy
as
mate
being a...
in a male.
You're
is that
gonna...
he's tall. It
some
doesn't necessarily
women
mean that
want,
he's
like,
healthy,
you know, a
but,
super tall guy, but, like,
a
I think
sign that
if you're
someone,
5'10",
like,
5'11", I don't really
biologically
see any
is
that
unhealthy
being that much
is
of a
like he
handicap.
didn't eat enough that he'd be shorter. So
See,
overall,
I think that's why people are mad at feminists, because what they did is they stopped all ability for marriage that's premeditated, like that parents get involved in.
yeah.
And then they made it extremely hard for you to even date any one of them. They're like, oh,
Manar's
we will
like,
only date the
what
highest
feminism
echelon
did
of
was took
beauty.
away
You
just
need
for me to
level
have
up.
an
So
assigned
now
wife.
it's almost impossible
not
for
true.
any average person. Yes, that's what happens.
That's not true. Have
No,
you
let
had
me give you
trouble
an
with women?
example.
Have you
No,
had
yeah,
trouble
yeah.
with
No,
women?
no, I don't have trouble, but that's
No, you
because
don't.
Oh, no, not
when I'm
me.
around my friends,
Not me.
I'm one of the best of them. If I was one of the worst of my friends, I would always be struggling against that other guy. You understand? They
That's
would
always
always
been
choose
true.
him over me. That means I'm not the one struggling, but there's somebody else in my friend group struggling. Do you understand what that's happening? Just because I'm not the one struggling doesn't mean
Manar
nobody else
is
is struggling.
makes himself
I'm
so
not saying
vulnerable
people
and then
don't
tries to
struggle. I'm just
sweep
saying
like
that
he
you
wasn't
haven't
hasn't been
struggling.
describing
Nobody
himself
can.
for the last 2
Everybody
hours.
I'm just saying you haven't been struggling. A guy like you would probably not be struggling in the 1950s, in 1900 and 1850s. You have the type of personality that's attracted to women because you're very masculine. You exude strength and confidence, right?
Already taken, man. They took me so quickly, man. They picked me up so fast.
So that hasn't changed in the era of social media, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you're right. Actually, can we dive into that a little bit?
Sure.
Is that changing? Is that in the process of changing? Is what's happening
They
now
snapped
that
me
social
up
media
so
is
fast.
revealing the feminization of men, or how feminine these men were originally? Like, we all know no man wants to die. So is what's happening now that
All
making
Ben's
this,
thinking
like,
about is this guy
Men are
collects
becoming
Pokemon
emasculated.
cards
That
and
is
watches
true.
anime,
we all know no man
and
wants
his
to die,
wife
but we all
bosses him
seen the men
around, and
walk
he's
into
talking to
war
me
and
about
walk into their
masculinity.
death. We all seen that, and we honor them because of that sacrifice. That's why they have honor. That's why we believe they are better than us, because they walked into their death. Now, so we know all men hate to die. So is that what's happening now? Basically, they were able to access that, dive into that scared speck of a man that doesn't want to die, and pull it out of us, kind of like how social media pulled out the tall guys for the girls.
What the
See what I mean?
fuck?
Is that what's happening with all
What?
this anime, with all this media
Anime?
consuming? It's pulling out this feminized portion of the man, and it's putting it on huge display, saying men's mental health month. You know?
Oh
being
boy, wow,
prideful.
Manar, what the fuck is this guy
Pulling out
talking
this
about?
feminization of the man, putting it in full display, and now they're associating being a man with this feminized movement. So
men have become, young men are much more feminized in America.
He's
than
storing all
when
of it
I
in the
was young,
Burge burning
man. So that's
Rolodex?
definitely true.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do I think that that's social media? I don't think it's really social media. I think it's
Grace
spiritual
is
disease.
like
Interesting.
sharpening her knife off camera.
I agree with you totally. I don't believe there's any more honor, but I believe honor stopped the moment that bombs were created. When you
What
walk into
the
a death-
fuck is this
when you
guy
walk into your
talking
death-
about?
Because back in the day, it was, you know, at the beginning
Yeah,
of
I know what you mean. Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning of a fight, you would stand up, your champion would stand up, and he would call out the other champion, and he
Yeah.
would say, "Who's your champion? I am my people's champion.
Right,
Who's
right.
your champion? Come one-on-one." Whoever.
What
and
a
you
delusional
kinda give
fantasy
morale,
this is.
you
What
know,
is
whoever
Manar?
loses the morale battle.
Right.
So there's honor.
He's imagining
There's a
himself now as a
one-on-one
gladiator.
conquest of victory, and because of it, directly because of
Grace,
that
show the
twist,
thumbnail.
you might give your comrades more strength.
Yes.
So when they see you do amazing, they want to do amazing as well. So now there's nothing like that. Now it's a You know, they can't see what's happening.
Why did he make
It's a
chicken
bomb falling on you.
sounds?
It's robotic warfare.
Yeah. You're in a tank, you're in a submarine. Right. These images, obviously, these are the images we pick. We don't pick submarines and modern
Yeah, I don't
and
understand. I mean, I can
being in charge of
understand it, but it's not
drones.
coherent. It's just
We were actually looking,
nuts.
we didn't want to insult you. We
Oh,
didn't want
boy.
to insult you, so we looked up, are there camels in Syria? And there are.
There are. The
In fact,
camel
do you
eyes.
know that there is an extinct camel that is the Syrian
Alpha
camel that's like giant. It's the biggest camel that there ever was. I don't know if that's true, but they're
Is it
supposed
true
to.
your country couldn't
not a
even
camel
save
expert.
the Syrian camel?
You're not a camel expert?
No.
You're not a camel expert?
I used to smoke camels.
I do know how to make a bomb. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, Manar.
Or do you like a double hump or a single hump? So,
Those double hump look weird. They
do
look
you ever
so
drink
weird.
camel milk?
Oh my
Never.
God.
I've never had it. Yeah, I remember a camel died in front of my house once in Dubai.
Oh
It
no.
just sat there. And what happens to the camel when it dies? Because it stores so much food inside its belly, it actually
Yeah.
goes rotten. So its
Ah.
belly,
What a
blows up. So
Ah,
it actually
gross.
becomes an infestation of like
Bacteria.
Yeah. It's
Interesting. Interesting. These are the kind of stories we got to do. Camel stories. We should have camel time. Middle Eastern stories.
Listen to the applause
I love
for the
Middle Eastern
dead
culture. Yeah,
camel.
don't get me wrong.
Do you guys like my
favorite food-
brother?
What's up?
Do you like my brother?
He seems like a great guy. I'm not envious, but I'm jealous because like I said, I have 3 brothers. Can't even talk to any of them.
I'm so
Nor my
sorry.
father, nor my mother, nor
It's like
5
no
of
one in my
6
family
children,
will
nor
speak to
their
me.
mother. It's tough.
My
I'm
father.
a real asshole, I guess.
My father, I don't need him. My father, I needed him when I was 15, but I don't need him now. So
True.
that's
Men do
I
not
am
need
men
their
now.
fathers, but it's great when they have a great relationship with
He
their
is
fathers,
pig
in my
worshiper.
opinion.
maybe you're
It's
right. I never
tragic
felt
when
that.
Cow
you
eater.
But your
It
brother,
shits me.
you need your brother, because who else are you gonna trust? Who else am I supposed to do business with?
Right.
Like now you gotta come to a random dude in the internet to do business with
Right.
instead of your brother. You see what I mean? Or your
What?
father.
Right.
That's
Hey guys, I would love to read a really, really sweet donation we just got.
Oh,
$10. This guy did give 20 earlier. He said.
okay. So that's we're gonna find a way to split these donos, right?
Yeah.
good
We
job.
we are not currently monetized on this channel, but we can reapply for monetization as soon as we do that. We'll do a weekly payout, and we'll have to figure out how to do it.
What do you think is fair, Manar? 30
No,
cents?
we'll talk off
40
off
cents?
screen.
Ah.
Off screen.
I'm making a joke.
You know, Ben doesn't like to talk business on
we'll step
stream.
up so he can buy a camel.
I'll take any crumb.
Okay, but here's the no-no.
I'll take any
Guys, I
crumb.
can really see something with the King's show. Finally, a man who can challenge Ben without
Yes.
being a little moron making insults. Great work allowing each other mic time. The conversation flowed really well after the second break. Congrats on the first show,
Nice.
Doza.
Let's do a fist bump. Can you do a fist bump?
Oh, he's-
Good job,
he's
Manar.
here. The
Wrong
other way.
side,
Other
homeboy.
way. Yes.
Fist bump.
What a goon, man.
On my show, it was upside down. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
thanks
the
so much.
mirroring thing.
Appreciate the donations, guys. Bring them up. We just want you guys to like the video. The donations really help. Really appreciate that. Honestly, I'm really broke. I know maybe Ben is having I don't know what trouble you're having. I'm in real trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I really appreciate, man. Appreciate you.
Hang in. And I
Where
think in
did
about a
that
week
come
you'll see, like,
from?
this is great. This is great chemistry. I have no.
Bring them up. We just want you guys to like the video. The donations really help. Really appreciate that. Honestly, I'm really broke. I know maybe Ben is having I don't know what trouble you're having. I'm in real trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I
it.
really appreciate, man. Appreciate you.
Hang in, and I think in about a week you'll see.
I
like, this is great.
knew I remembered
This
this
is
was
great
good. It's so
chemistry.
much better than I
No doubt
remembered.
about it. That
What a
And Ben- and
bizarre
Ben- And Ben, man,
segment that
no
was.
hard feelings. You know, we might get pissed off. He might say something about Prophet Muhammad. I might say something that pisses you off.
Yeah,
You know, let bygones be bygones. I don't hold grudges. You know, like
I don't either.
I want to debate. I'm in here for the actual disagreement. Let's
Yeah.
see if you actually have a point. Let's actually dive into. Is I
Yeah.
Classic Grace Thorpe nose blow. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Manar's tiny hands
Yeah.
compared to
Just get
Ben's.
upset about it, kick you
Right.
out, start making allegations and all that.
Right.
All of this
I
is
have no
exactly
interest in
what
that, and I don't
happens.
think you have
You
interest
can
in that.
research and hear about all the things that I've supposedly done to other people.
I honestly don't
Bullshit.
think you even have. I don't think you have interest to take advantage of anyone. I think you're actually a content machine. You're a content making machine. I think your only goal is to create as much good content as you possibly can. That's literally.
I also do want to
Am
make
I
money.
wrong?
I do want to make money to support my children, and myself. So
Yeah, but from your content, not from taking advantage of others.
right now,
Yeah. So you're not trying to, but the way they make implications about you guys, it's like you guys are vampires of the internet. And
Right.
that you guys go and hunt people
Wow,
down,
Cody
suck their
Turbo
blood,
with a
suck
scalpel.
their
No, that's a
family
great
analysis. Damn.
segue. We're wrapping things up. We got 9 more minutes here, and Grace is gonna come. Can we do a different kind
Let's
of?
do. Where are we gonna be on Grace? Which channel?
Right, we're gonna stay on the same channel. Eventually, we'll do some kind of differentiation. But at 8 o'clock, she takes over, and what she is in the very tough
once Grace
position,
gets a hold of him.
I feel like the two of us could go 100 episodes without even needing a guest or anything like that.
100
Grace is more
episodes.
unfortunate.
Manar and Ben,
but I think there's a real way to do this.
$100years.com.org.
She
Manar
does
and
not
Ben
currently
forever.
have a co-host, and
No, Manar wanted to come over and react to my visit to Hormaxer.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
want to come by.
Yeah.
I have a theory about Harmaxer. We've known him since we first came on the internet. Grace's mother was fascinated with him, and he is a fascinating guy. And I think I finally figured out what's going on with him. I know you use the term degeneracy. I would say, and we can talk about this at some point, usually when people end up in a certain area, it's for a certain reason. And like, for example, I don't think homosexuality is so much wrong in the sense, like, I don't think people become homosexuals because they want pleasure or something like that. I think it has to do with family dynamics. I think it has to do with not having a good bond with your father and with other young men. But we can talk about that at some point. So I don't think it's so much sinful if you don't act on it. And I
Grace
even
has
think people who
gotten, I
get
think,
into,
opened
like,
up 1 or 2 more
having a
buttons to get into
weird
character.
sexual thing with even with children, I think it's more like a mental illness. If they don't act on it, I don't think that makes them bad people. But of course, it's disordered. But we can get into that at some point. And maybe you see that differently from a Muslim point of view. Maybe you see it differently just as a person. But what am I saying? Why am I saying that?
I don't remember. Hormaxer.
Oh, Hormaxer. Yeah, I have a theory that he's actually a gay man.
What do you think of this look for Grace? What do you think about the hair or
he's the
makeup?
masculine one, not the feminine one. Who's
Don't
like
factor in the seat
like
covers.
acting like a woman.
Degenerate. So basically,
Just hair and
degenerate, he's
makeup.
just in love with sex. It doesn't matter where it comes from.
No, well, he says that, but I really think he doesn't realize that he's has inclinations that are
Like he's
homosexual,
attracted-
but he's
like he's
a
attracted
masculine. Yeah, go ahead.
He's attracted to hairy butts.
I think he is disappointed that women sexually don't act like men, and that's never gonna change. Women don't act like men, and so I think he really sexually wants to be with men. But anyways, yeah, you guys can cover that.
That's funny because I think that's exactly his concern with you.
No.
That's what I heard
Okay.
yesterday. Yeah. He kept.
No, I love because the allegations against me. I actually would love it if people made allegations that I'm gay because those cancel each other out. So I can't be both a heterosexual monster and gay.
Heterosexual
I'm in the
monster.
unenviable
Most
position of having to choose the
unfortunately.
lesser of two evils. It's a little bit of a joke, but so Grace is taking it in.
Yeah.
Not a
6
bad
minutes.
look. I agree. I like it.
And what I think it would be very
I say
important
it's
here,
simple,
and
but I
don't
mean,
wanna
I'm sure she had to
micromanage you
put a
guys,
little
Yeah.
But I think it would
effort
be
into it. But it
important
looks like
to
it's
get
like a
people like Ava
one of her
on,
simpler
or Ruby or someone
vibes.
who wants to, kind of say something, whether it's
I
negative.
saw Ruby in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
but-
been in the chat here.
Yeah, but so these
I told her to come on.
okay, but here's the thing. This might be difficult for you because you're polite. You're raised in a kind of polite culture. I
you're
can see that.
polite.
This is the internet. If
Manar-
Grace gives you the keys, which means you have,
I
the
can't
ability
believe they gave
to act
anything.
in
They
the
were going to
same
give
way
the
as her,
keys to
basically.
Manar.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Don't hesitate to just get her off and have someone back on.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
don't
saying?
hesitate to get me off, Manar.
Because at this point, in order to get another woman, another female on, they have to insist
Oh boy.
that Grace is gone because they're envious. They're envious. But
True.
Basically, if
it would help her.
If Ava or
It would
Ruby-
help her if you weren't respectful of her. Ironically.
If Ava or Ruby want to come up, but they don't want me there, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, and you can say I will keep her off.
Because Ruby had questions for you.
Yeah.
In the chat. So.
And Grace would. Can you make the argument to him? You would prefer that than to being just solo. It would be fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
would
would
be
more
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I would love for Ruby to come and I'll answer any questions, any concerns. I
Yeah,
think we need to
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, maybe
I can go
she can try to
backstage.
make
I
the
don't care.
case.
Ruby, Manar
for
is here
various
to
things.
address
And
any
then-
concerns you might
Gracie,
have.
I'll kick the shit
You don't
out
think
of
Manar could get Grace
well, then
off?
you can bring Grace up to say what she has to say, and then Ruby, and then Grace, and then or so whatever, however you want to do it. But this is
I
not
think we lose
our
viewership.
channel.
I think we lose viewership if we kick Gracie, but yeah.
Well, but everyone likes to watch. Even I think Muslims like to watch two women fight.
I agree.
Yeah, that's great entertainment. And
Ben
that
just
is
breaking
also-
down
did you
Manar's
check
morals
whether we
one
have
after
competition?
another.
No, I asked you.
Yeah, it was a test. We were at 43% of them.
43%.
And
43% of LOL Cow test.
Becky Boop.
Of a million. Now keep in mind,
And
we had
Lol Cow
43% on the first day on a dead channel of the network that we're competing against, a multi-million-dollar network.
Yeah, but
Does that
that's
tell you
all
anything?
because of you, Ben. That's all your work. You
Listen to
guys
this.
are
Wow.
amazing at what you
Get
do.
the broom out,
I really
Manar.
didn't do anything. I literally didn't do anything. That was
No,
you
but
guys.
you brought the energy. It was great.
You made the thumbnail. You made
You think
the
Grace would be a dehydrated
ideas,
desert? No way.
You've been talking for the past 2 hours. I mean, you have the break. You have the schedule. I mean, you guys work really hard on this. This is unbelievable.
Probably not
That's true, but I really
being,
just think
like,
without you, we would just
not having
weren't
any air
making it
conditioning
happen.
in this.
You don't
So-
think you would
in
pay
this kinda
150
heat, I
without
doubt
me?
she
I
is.
think you would, honestly.
Here's what happens when it's me and Grace. I've been around her mother basically.
Let's all
when
pay
we were
attention
together
to
for, like,
Grace here. Let's
18
watch her
years, it was
facial
just me and
reactions.
her. And then largely Grace was like sort of like the only person from that whole thing here. So I've been around women a lot, and I just, it's tough on them because I grew up around, three brothers in a more masculine culture. Like I like having
100
that,
episodes,
I wanna
Ananje.
have
Before
that,
they
like,
even
the
need a
guy
guest,
thing.
100
Well,
episodes.
all the people on the internet are cowards or losers or we just had a run-in with actually a Muslim guy. You might find it interesting. This guy's name is Big Patience. He's on Kick, a different
no.
platform. But when we were in California, we spent 3 weeks with him. Really good friends. Really found him interesting. The Muslim thing was interesting, but he's kind of more like a hippie type of guy. And he wanted to start streaming. He was inspired, much like you are. He was like, wow, you guys do really good. You do all this kind of stuff. But as soon as he came on the internet, it wasn't really. He thought we were going to launch his music career. And we're like, well, we do kind of more banter back and forth. And he couldn't take it. And he got really pissed and really upset. And, I was like, well, you don't
Grace
have to do
adjusting
it. You
her
don't wanna do it,
tendrils.
but, like, that's what we do. And
Her
so
warlock
it ended up,
tendrils.
he feels like a victim. It would be hilarious for you to talk to him as a fellow Muslim. It would be hilarious.
Second episode.
It would be
Bring him on.
hilarious.
Second
Tomorrow.
episode.
Because
Oh,
he's
doesn't
a
is it
terrible
episode
Muslim.
2 that Patience
And
comes
he-
on?
But he claims I'm Islamophobic because I don't
Bro,
like
the guy
his
probably
crap.
eats pork from your. He makes music and he wants a music career.
He's addicted to
So everything that Manar just said he did over and over again that goes against his beliefs, and now he's like already targeting Big Patience. He's like, oh, he makes music. Oh, he must be a pig worshiper, a cow eater.
marijuana, and that's his main problem.
Yeah, this is gonna be hilarious to debate this guy.
It would be funny.
Hilarious.
It would be
Oh,
funny.
guys, I just want to say, people are saying in the chat that the USA just bombed Iran.
Really,
That's pretty. It's nice knowing you guys.
I'm not.
I love when shit happens and people react to it live on the stream. It's like a neat little like time capsule.
Worried about it. I'm not
So
worried about
I
it.
think that happened because a lot of the
All
Iranian
Ben
missiles
cares
are
about
landing
is
inside
getting to heaven.
Israel,
Yeah.
and so they have to retaliate somehow. That's
Here's a news flash to you, Grace. We have been basically bombing
That's
Iran.
true, yeah.
It's
It's
our planes, our bombs, just
Wake
a
up,
different
Grace.
pilot.
yeah. Just to
I don't
remind
think
everyone,
Iran cares.
Just to remind everyone, by the time Trump took office, 50% of all of Gaza, 50% of all of civilian infrastructure in Gaza was toppled, damaged,
Uh-oh.
or destroyed.
Look at Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
By
have
the
no
time he
hospitals
took
now. Not one.
Not a single
He's
hospital.
ready to
you're
go.
right, not a single
Yeah.
hospital.
Well, that's also another. I got a list, and if you ever want to, we should get in touch. I got a list of like.
That was my first debate thing. Was Gaza? That was the first thing I started the debate.
Gaza.
Gaza.
Ben Thorp, the
Gaza.
Palestine
You're
of the
America.
Thorps.
Go.
Haifa. Haifa.
Tell me how you say. We say Qatar. How do you say it really? Qatar.
Qatar.
Yeah, perfect. Hot pot. It's a pot. It's not a tap. It's a pot. It's another letter.
Oh. I think Arabic is a beautiful, amazing language.
I know. I can't wait for you to become a Muslim. It's gonna be amazing.
Hey, let's just say this as our parting word. If I come to believe that Islam is the truth, I will certainly become a Muslim. But you have to say that if you come to believe that Catholicism is the truth, you will become a Catholic.
100%.
Otherwise, we can't really talk.
100%. This is fair.
Perfect.
Only
Love
fair.
It. Love
Whoever proves the other wins.
Right.
I mean, these are pretty high stakes, right? I mean, you're literally your eternal fate is on the line.
Right. No, we're not just trying to like sell something
I
to
agree.
the other person.
I want the truth.
Okay.
I agree. I want
The truth. Right. Yes. Okay. Grace is taking over.
That is true.
You got to give him the keys. Did you give him the keys? I want him to have the
I did give him the
keys.
keys. He does have the keys.
Do you know how to use the keys?
the keys. Like the settings.
I'll DM you. I'll DM you.
Okay.
No, do it right now.
The keys.
Did you accept the
We
invite?
need for our audience to recognize that this man has equal power to you, and I'm not coming back on here to help you kids out.
I sent it to him on email. I'll DM him.
Oh,
It's the
email?
end of the show. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, episode 1, pretty smooth, right? Everything went pretty well, I think. Pretty good vibe. We don't have time to start episode 2, or if we're gonna rewatch. I'm okay with rewatching Real Bitch Talk again since it's been a while, but whatever we do, we don't have time to do that today. But I was thinking about watching the. So if you only want the Grace content, we're gonna switch. I want to watch the June the King Mobility Mary documentary. It looked like it was pretty short. And I bet it, yeah, here we go. Okay.
A shadow looms over LA. A shadow of a four-wheel menace whose
Hold
identity
on.
is.
Here we go.
A shadow looms over LA.
I'm
A
not trying to
shadow of
rush into it,
four-wheel
but we're on like a
menace
time
whose identity
schedule.
is somewhat of a mystery, but character is entirely predictable.
Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Oh my god!
Mobility Mary, as the internet has labeled her, gained prominence mid-2018 after her seemingly mundane videos, largely consisting of journeys to a local Whole Foods, gained traction. Not because of the journey, but because of the confrontations and her reactions.
I did not hit you. I said you almost hit me.
Lemonhead has left the stand.
This discovery was a double-edged sword. On one hand, the popularity satisfied the intention of the uploads. On the other hand, the reaction to said uploads was far from desired. Likely because they were all virtually negatively received, she set the videos to private and never again would any new videos see the light of day. Luckily, a viewer archived her catalog and re-uploaded the videos, albeit in an incohesive order and without their original descriptions. This is an amalgamation demanding proper form, a mystery demanding answers. Throughout the 127 catalog of videos are comments of users hinting at their own personal investigations, discussing similarities to other videos, assuming the motive behind the recordings, and emphasizing emotions to the realizations made. Yet there is no video putting it all together. Until now. This is the mystery of Mobility Mary.
Are you guys hype?
But first, this video is sponsored by Sponsor Over. Back to the video.
What's her YouTube? The name? Yeah. OUPSIE.
Oopsie. This channel, whether named as such intentionally or not, fit the theme. More important,
Oh,
are the
yeah,
video
man.
titles such as
Great
typical
story.
shopping ordeal that warns of the mundane and routine. Others are equally coded in uninteresting yet less simple to decipher language. 6, 7, 18 cut off in crosswalk. Aposematism. This is a biological term used to describe how animals with vibrant or distinctive patterns, such as the poisonous dart frog, use visual indicators to warn predators that they are toxic.
Like Ruby
In how these
Space Egg,
frogs
where's
say
all the
"do not
bright
eat me,"
colors.
these videos say "do not watch me." In theory and in practice, this worked. Mary was able to upload likely over 100 videos before being discovered. However, just as there was a human whose final act was eating a tree frog, there was a human who willfully clicked on these videos and
Thank
instead
God
was
they
rewarded
did,
with a
man,
rich
and
meal.
saved them all.
Have to go this way. Oh no, the door's closed.
The title of the video hints at the tedium of shopping.
Typical
In reality,
shopping
it was the
ordeal.
tedium of her style of shopping.
Hello? Disabled customer can't open the door.
With her normal back-end access point severely obstructed, she has to reverse and approach the hardware store from its storefront access point. As she creeps onto the sidewalk, two denizens are seen walking in the same direction she is headed in.
Hey, Doug.
She closes the gap before making herself and requests known.
Excuse me, people. May I ask you a favor? I can't get into the hardware store, and so I usually go around the back, and the door's usually open, and I yell, and someone comes out in the alley to help me. It's closed. I yelled, no one's coming.
I'll tell him.
Could you please go in the front and just tell him?
I will. I'll tell him you'll be behind.
The man, seemingly understanding her plight, assumes her request and urges things forward, only for her to emphasize that she needs to verify he is getting the task done.
No, I'd rather wait and make sure that you've talked to someone.
She needs
Maybe
verification.
ask them if they can come and talk to me at the front. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. But I don't need them to just open the door for me. I need them to help me from the alley. I cannot physically get in the store.
Well, wait. Did you want to come in this way?
I can't get in the store. Ask someone if they could just come talk to me for a second. I'd really appreciate it.
An employee is eventually reached, but her ritual has yet to be satisfied.
So I need to come to the back to the alley, and then you need to come and talk to me, and I'll tell you what I need. And then you need to bring it out, because I literally
You gotta
cannot
meet me
get in
around the
store.
back?
Okay? Thank you. I'll go around right now.
Rather than obtain the item needed through request through the front of the store, she requests the store employee to go to the back end, and thus begins her journey anew. Although it took her about a minute and a half to make the journey,
I don't
her and
know.
the store employee perfectly meet at the same time, where she attempts to regale the employee who does not seem entirely interested in her plights.
Oh, hello. I can't come in. I can't come in. Oh, no. And even, well, I could probably fit in there, but then I couldn't get anywhere. You know, I've dealt with you people for forever, you know, and since I've been in this position, I just have to come to the back door and yell for someone. But today, the door was closed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this guy, man.
Hello, disabled person
He's in
here."
hell.
And I thought, this is not working. So I went around to the front, and some people walking by
Oh, okay.
just, you know, came in and
They'll tell us.
said, this lady needs help. Okay, what I need.
This video quite literally ends there. A single sentence more and it would have been revealed what this ordeal was all for. Though, as this comment points out, quote, a true storyteller always leaves the consumer.
Hey, tell me if you think this could be the South to West alt. This is the kind of comments South to West leaves.
Wanting more. Today, Mobility Mary left us with one major question. But what did she need from the hardware store? An answer to this question may never be revealed. But do not fret, my dear friends. For 'tis not about the end goal, 'tis about the journey we share together. Unquote. This was a journey many were about to begin. Mobility Mary, as she has been derisively labeled, has been uncovered.
You're insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're insane.
You're insane.
Okay, let's just see how insane I am. Ma'am, I can't go around you, please. Oh, my God. Oh! Move to the side for a moment and let me pass. My God. You're going on YouTube, lady.
In terms of content, these videos were golden and bite-sized. The majority of these are about a minute long. with the longest running at 7 minutes 53 seconds in length, which was a
Man.
video of a shopping ordeal. Not only were viewers hopping from video to video, they were spreading awareness to the maddening yet comedic nature found within. This is a July 18th, 2018 Wayback Machine screenshot of the video Crazy Guy Almost Hits Me Taco Bell. As per the description, it was uploaded on June 8th. For 45 days, it averaged a little over a view a day. Then 2 days later, at the cusp of Oopsie's discovery, the video now has 40,000 views. It increased over 700 times in viewership in this small window. This was becoming true for all of her videos. Whole Foods Parking Lot Idiot in Handicapped Area, 11,000 views. 6-7-18 cut off
You're
a
not
crosswalk,
allowed to be there
15,000
by
views.
law.
Her channel was growing faster than ever. Faster than what is typical of any channel. And then, nothing.
Man, brutal.
Approximately on June 21st, she had set all her videos to private. She had even ticked the box to hide her subscriber count. She had grown an audience, yet decided to forgo them. Not only were her videos gone, it was as if she was trying to hide the fact that they existed. Her channel had returned to nothing. All that was left was her ghost. The Ghost of Mobility Mary was a channel that from July 23rd to July 25th, 2018, uploaded nearly the entire catalog of Oopsie's videos, one by one.
Is Grace done with streaming? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I really like her titles. Dude, just think about that. Because one person, like, saved and archived these is the only reason, like, you can see the entire story still.
As if they were notes, the music kept on going. Yet every composition has its ending, and without a composer, one can only live with what is written. Quote, I was just in the right place at the right time to archive all her videos before she deleted them. Unquote. This is from the owner of the channel The Ghost of Mobility Mary. The owner can be seen responding to comments role-playing as Mobility Mary, often insulting them for their insolent inquiries. As for other archivists, some took a more pointed route. Creator Why So Angry uploaded a 13-minute highlight reel. By August 18th, this would garner 69,000 views. Present day, this video sits at 900,000.
Wow.
Other creators were taking note of Mary's content.
Honestly, Mobility Mary's my new favorite YouTuber. She's just this crazy old lady that rides around on her motor scooter and yells at people.
Excuse me, sir! Excuse me, sir!
She also has this little dash cam on her motor scooter, so whenever she gets in a conflict or anything, she just posts it on YouTube.
When examining Mary's content, there is a path viewers typically take. They are initially enthralled by the conflict found within the videos, enthralled by Mary's hostile nature.
Oh my god!
Perhaps she seeks it out.
She's looking for conflict.
And then comes the question, why? Why do these videos exist? Why is she so aggressive?
Move to the side for a moment and let me pass!
And why is she recording? The immediate answer is to capture infractions. Her original videos were under the category of nonprofits and activism, and not all of them were hostile. Sometimes they were just capturing shopping carts or scooters on the street.
Bad enough that I can't use the sidewalk because it's so damaged. I don't know if you can see it from here. But when I'm riding in the street,
Oh no.
I have to go out into traffic.
She needs a horn,
circumvent
yeah.
all this.
The shopping carts on the no parking zone. This is devoid of conflict, but not of continuity, as she provided an update on the situation.
It's gone! Oh my gosh, it's gone!
Continuity. The key to piecing together Mary's motivation and more.
That's how I feel about Luke West.
This
I feel
is
like it
the
has
intersection
great
of McLaughlin
continuity.
Avenue and Palms Boulevard. This intersection
June the
has about
King
10
really
videos
bringing things into
dedicated to it,
focus for me.
virtually all of which are of her crossing the street, yelling at cars that impede or almost impede her path.
Whoa! What are you doing? You fool!
You
Oh
fool!
my god!
Oh my god!
You idiot! You're just gonna go right in the crosswalk. Just run me down. Oh my god! What are you doing? Oh, Jesus!
Through these
Oh my
videos
God.
and many others, it does appear her motivation was to capture infractions. A noble pursuit, as a Georgetown University study
Oh
found that
my
pedestrians
God.
in wheelchairs are about 36% more at risk to get killed in a road traffic collision than those that are not in wheelchairs. But Mobility Mary does not care about the laws, at least not when they pertain to her. As a refresher, the pedestrian walking symbol appears when the crossing button is pushed. When this is present, it signifies that you are allowed to walk. What follows
Look at
is
this
a red
level
flashing
of,
hand.
like,
This signifies
research.
you are no longer allowed to enter the crosswalk, but you may proceed if you have already began crossing. In nearly half of her videos at this intersection, she is either crossing right as the right hand makes itself present, or crossing when the right hand had already been flashing. Mary knows this, as she states in this video where she explains the walking symbol never appears in a particular crosswalk.
Likely story.
That's right, this one doesn't even go white. Excuse me! I need to go up there, ma'am! I need to get out of the street.
Come out the street.
I can't
Come out the
until you
street.
move out of-
You just come on and stop playing.
That's a handicap ramp. I can't go over the curb.
Right there.
Oh my God.
You're right there.
You can't move another couple of inches.
If I have to come down, so you just sit right there. You have plenty of room. These people are just really making me ill.
What a bitch.
Perhaps Mary does not care all that much about traffic laws.
Wow.
Except for those she knows she can bend in her favor.
Now watch this. Look how dangerous this is. I've got traffic coming on my left, and I have to merge way out over here to get into this, to merge back over here.
Mary is inexplicably showing the dangers of the bike lane when the sidewalk to her right is clearly unobstructed. Apparently, mobility scooters are allowed to access the bike lane, even roads if the speed limit of the road is 25 miles per hour or less.
Wow.
Though it is also arguable that she is placing herself willingly in considerable danger, especially when a pedestrian-only path is present. This is a reason the following video garnered such popularity.
Oh my God!
Mary follows this vehicle into the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir, hello? No. You almost hit me. You made a totally illegal move.
Get the fuck away from me. Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
There's no fucking almost in life. I did not hit you.
I said you almost
There's
hit
no
me.
almost
You
in
made an
life.
illegal.
Get the fuck off the street with that thing. You're in the street. It's not a car. That's not a car.
Get out the
It's a
street with that thing.
Mobility.
So go away. I did not hit you. I'm with my kids here. Go away. I have my two little boys here.
Oh, do you? And they're alive. You almost killed me.
You're not Donald Trump. Go away. I did not hit you. You should get out the street with that thing that you're riding. You're in the street.
That thing that you're riding.
Oh my God.
That interaction is possibly the best known, or at minimum, remembered from the Mobility Mary catalog. From iconic quotes that are repeated in the comments to Mary's disengagement at the site of direct confrontation. Another interesting point is that legally speaking, Mary was in the right. The driver was in a right turn only lane, yet went straight ahead, and Mary was seemingly allowed to be where she was. Socially, however, he is praised for pushing back against Mary's own absurdity, of which no doubt viewers have been
There
subjected
is no
themselves
almost
to.
in
In August of
life.
2019, the H3H3 podcast reacted to a compilation of Mobility Mary. At 1.8 million views, this is the most popular video in relation to her.
You should get out the street with that thing that you're riding.
He's right. She was in the middle of the street.
Yeah. It's not a bike.
Oh my God.
How can so much golden content be generated from one person?
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, these are all bestsellers.
Several follow-up videos were made. This one highlights comments directed towards the podcast that could be insightful for Mary's motivation.
Hi Dan, I'm actually Santa Monica, where Mary is from, and she has a bit of a reputation here. Kind of an urban legend. Most people got angry with her quickly because we all assumed she was wandering around town trying to sue.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Also, she's not a little old lady. She's a scooter bound because she's obese. Hope this helps.
Called it.
As it will later be discovered, Mary is a senior. There also does appear to be a possibility that Mary's motivation was to force a lawsuit.
Guys, is if someone does hit her, all the fucking lawyers got to do is just pop that into, VHS. VHS, it's a fucking GoPro.
That was from a podcast of sorts, also discussing mobility.
Podcast
Mary.
of sorts.
Okay, now, no one hit me, but if you do, hit me from the front so I can get it on here. And now if
I think
anybody
she's right
hits
about
me
the
from
dogs.
front, I'll have a record of it. If they
But
hit me
she's
from
just
the
a
sides of the
known
back,
asshole, I think,
Hunting
in the
for a
area.
lawsuit could have been the motivation. Examining her catalog and history reveals much about her, yet brings even more questions.
Much like Dorinda, a
On March
bird was her
23rd,
only friend.
2019, for no discernible reason, the Taco Bell parking lot video was re-uploaded on Oopsie. Here, the video racked up 165,000 views and 270 likes to 4,740 dislikes. Strangely enough, it was also under a different category, people and blogs as seen in the description. Here it would sit until it would also go private. This, like many happenings around Mobility Mary, is unexplained or unknown. Like, for example, what does she look like? Despite having side view mirrors that seduce viewers into believing that one day the antagonist will be revealed, and cars that reflective surfaces give similar promise, in her entire catalog her face is never shown. Even when her reflection is somewhat present, it is the mobility scooter's reflective components that steal the show, almost demanding that the viewer give up on the ridiculous request and respect the art for what it is. Horror movies often obfuscate what the monster looks like as to leave the horror to the user's imagination,
need to get up
which
there.
leads us to this video.
Hey! 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 Idiot!
As seen further into the video, Mary goes through the underpass. Hugging the wall of said underpass are a series of shopping carts. This matters because eventually she would find her path blocked.
Shopping carts.
This is cool.
Oh, this is real existential.
I can't go anywhere. Great. Now I have to turn around on this narrow thing. Oh my god.
She eventually reverses and makes her way out, then goes to enter a nearby store. A store with reflective doors.
Could you ask someone to bring 2 people? I need 2 people to hold it open for me.
I need 2 people. What? Oh.
Thank you so much, sir.
Because of how the doors open.
Hi. Are you the manager to that? No, ma'am.
The door at the beginning of the clip was ajar. Mary approached it in such a way that quite literally everything else is reflected except her visage. Even as she turns to enter the store from the doors to the left, her reflection is perfectly cut off. At most for a couple of frames, there is a blue hat, which
Trump
obscures
hat.
her, but not her scooter.
I think
Going
that's
back to
what
video
got the
where
guy
her
to yell
house
at
is
her
being
in the
fumigated,
parking
at
lot.
around 6
'Cause
seconds in,
he
her
mentioned
mobility
Trump.
scooter is seen hiding behind some foliage in front of the patio. This appears to be an older model of the Pride Mobility Pursuit, likely model S713, although Mary does appear to have a custom basket.
Giving it a top speed capability of 7.25 miles an hour and a range of 14
Man,
miles
what a
per charge.
documentary this is.
has a
This is
capacity
incredible.
Of 400 pounds.
A top speed of 7.5 miles an hour, and as per footage seen showcasing its raw power, it's able to traverse rougher terrains such as grass with ease. This otherwise arcane knowledge is important to give context to this video.
Arcane knowledge.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello? Would you mind going to the side? Please go to the side. Ma'am, please go to the side. I can't go around. Ma'am. Oh my God.
As per the S713's manual, as most mobility scooters
This is
do,
nuts.
it has a speed adjustment dial. This allows a user to pre-select the top speed. Mary appears to always have the top speed range at the maximum, which again is 7.5 miles an hour.
This
the
is
average
wild
human walking
research.
speed is around 3 miles an hour. In this way, Mary dictates, or more so demands, that either passerbys follow this rate or move aside. This woman, however, was a rebel.
This woman was a rebel.
Around you, please.
Although hard to see, that woman is flipping Mary off.
This lady refuses to let me go past.
Oh no, bringing strangers in.
But she won't let me. I can't. Go past us. But it's not gonna do me any good.
There's a car though. You better hurry up.
Oh my God.
Mary shortly petitions for assistance by a separate passerby.
Excuse me, sir. This lady won't let me go past her.
This person promptly ignores Mary, and so the pursuit continues.
Promptly ignores her.
Just let me go past you.
It can be depressing and funny at the same time. I mean, it can be...
So going on YouTube.
You know what I mean?
At long last, the woman gives Mary the opportunity to cross.
Now's your chance, man. Run.
The woman gives Mary ample opportunity to pass, mocks Mary's warbly voice, and states she had dealt with Mary before.
I can't get close to your dog.
Oh my goodness.
And you're going on YouTube.
Mary also makes her destination known, which is Whole Foods.
I need to go all the way up to Whole Foods.
Why is she telling her that?
Several times. Please move to the side for a moment and let me pass. You're going on YouTube, lady. You're sick.
You're sick.
Where's a policeman when I need one?
What are you gonna
Finally,
charge
Mary
her
stops
with?
to engage in conversation with a different passerby. Here they exchange oh my gods before Mary continues.
Oh my god.
Not that, I swear to God.
Okay, I'm not gonna smile at her anymore.
Oh my God. Smile at her. Try barking.
This conversation takes up the final minute of the video.
Oh,
As with
no.
virtually all conversations with Mary, the other participant ends the conversation by continuing their journey.
She's nuts. Oh well. It's gonna be a long ride to Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, as with the intersection at Palms.
I don't
and
know what
McLaughlin,
happened
makes
with
several
this.
appearances throughout Mary's catalog.
I'm not sure what happened with the...
You really shouldn't be blocking
The filter.
handicap crossing here. Any of this blue.
Right.
No one is supposed to be blocking at any time.
Thank you. I'll take that into consideration.
Can you please move out of the handicap place? Can you please move out of the handicap place?
Okay, can you please? I'm actually talking to
You're in the handicap space. People are not supposed to have to force you to get out of this by law.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Take it up with management, okay?
How about if I call the police?
You're insane.
Oh,
Oh
really?
my God.
Yeah. I'm out here doing my job.
No, but you're doing it illegally.
You're insane. And I'm surprised that you shop here.
There you go, Anand.
Okay, let's just see how insane I am.
Though this store employee did not recognize Mary, her frequent visits did stick in the mind of certain employees.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be.
This 5-minute video, this escapade of Mary being guided out of a busy Whole Foods to then make her journey back home, rewards the viewer with key information.
I'll see you next time, Linda.
Thank you for putting up with my neurosis.
No, you are totally fine. You're totally fine.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Linda.
Linda. This is her real name, as commenters point out. One commenter, as do the replies, brings attention to the mundaneness coupled with the strangeness that brings one to watch, quote, some lady drive her scooter with an economy-sized toilet paper pack in front trying to go home, unquote. While the lack of action in the majority of Mobility Mary's catalog can dissuade viewers, it's the surrealness and world building that form a common thread of interest.
You.
Where other viral or short videos throw themselves at you, the slog of Mobility Mary rewards viewers for keeping an attentive eye and open ears.
You gonna help me today? Yes. Well, thank you, ma'am. Please don't bump into me, sir.
I'm not gonna bump into you. The other guy bumped into him.
Huh?
The other guy bumped into him, pushed the car. You're attacking the wrong person.
I wasn't attacking anybody. Did you see that? I was attacking him when I said, please don't bump into me. Oh my God. Oops, go on, ma'am. Well, let's go down the other end. Then I'll make up my mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be totally way harder today to maneuver.
I know. Hey, you, how you doing? Happy Christmas.
Beyond the half-hearted response
Merry
to
Christmas,
Mary's
yeah,
Happy
definitely.
Christmas, there was another interaction that didn't make itself as known. At 41 seconds in, an employee passes in front of Mary, says excuse me to a different employee, who then swats his hand away.
Excuse me.
I I know.
This could have been a playful interaction unrelated to Mary, or as this comment points out, it could have been an employee mocking Mary. No doubt, a fair amount of store employees are acquainted with her as she makes herself known, with employees often assisting her in shopping and undoubtedly with tasks that go far beyond their job description.
Look at this
to
guy.
provide context to the statement, Mary is seen in a video asking a possibly homeless woman to move aside.
Oh my God. Excuse me, I can't get by you.
The woman moves aside, which allows Mary to pass, and in a separate video, this woman is approached again.
Isn't that her right back? You see like a black lump? Yeah. Right past, yep, she's still there. I figured she would be.
Mary, as cleared by the woman's branding on her apron, requisitioned the assistance of a Whole Foods employee who wields a brown bag.
Do me a favor with the bag.
Yes.
What?
Like this.
She made the employee come with her? How do you do that?
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to move a little bit again. Oh, that's fine. And my friend here has a little gift for you.
The lady refuses the power bars, citing two things: that she was paid and that she is allergic to nuts.
Oh, are you allergic to nuts? What if she went back and got you something like that with no nuts in it?
The lady refuses Mary's request to get a different item, thus saving the Whole Foods employee another trip with Mary.
Do you want me to put them in your bag, Linda?
I have a friend who buys really crappy, cheap power bars. So my friend Victor.
Did she just
That line
grift
about
power
has
bars?
two implications: that Mary's friend Victor will be appreciative of high-quality power bars, or that the power bars that Mary was upselling are of poor quality and thus fit for Victor. With these small details thrown in, there is one major detail that viewers cling to. Quote, "This is like the 10th video I've seen, and I think Mary's day is going to Whole Foods. She's on the same street every video, lol. Does she live at Whole Foods? Apparently, she frequents the Whole Foods market on 11666 National Boulevard in LA." Unquote. This comment is accurate, and this is the Whole Foods Mary would frequent. This intersection from Palms and McLaughlin, the lengthy video in which Mary cannot pass the lady with her dog.
I mean, is this not a June the King masterpiece? This documentary is so
that
good.
A fair portion of these videos are Mary's journeys to Whole Foods. It is easy to chart her route. How familiar were locals with Mary? There have been at least two instances where locals have expressed their familiarity with her. As with the Whole Foods employees, denizens likely remember her, especially when she is making herself known, such as with these two videos.
Oh my God, is that dog unleashed? Holy. Is that your dog? Not on a leash? No! No! No!
Like, she's right here. The dog should be leashed, but she's just such.
This is totally illegal.
Like.
Totally illegal. And I get bitten, jumped home.
Oh my God.
I don't care. This is totally illegal.
She's just not a very sympathetic character, but she is right at times.
This situation repeats itself in a different video, only with two dogs that are half the size.
Can you make the... Oh, is that your dog not on a leash?
Look at this little demon coming up.
It's against the law. Oh my God. They bite me, they jump on me, they scratch me. I'm covered with scars from dogs.
I'm covered in scars.
Just follow the law.
I hope you have a wonderful day and a great Halloween.
It's a
You're a lovely.
Have a wonderful day and a happy Halloween.
It's illegal to do this, ma'am.
At around 32 seconds into the video, one of the blinds, as seen in an apartment window, is swiftly being raised. As it was true on the internet now, it was difficult to look away from the confrontations Mary had. This brings us to this comment.
Man, what an eye somebody had.
I live in Mar Vista, where Mary lived. I've encountered her before at Whole Foods on National and Barrington, the same street of her dog videos, and the street I live on. She had Halloween scarecrows and laminated signs that said "Keep your dogs away, I bite back" taped to her scooter. She also forced Whole Foods employees to follow her around the store and assist her.
I know.
I've also
Oh,
encountered
no.
her at True Value Hardware on Grandview and Venice Boulevard. That score of the video was filmed where she couldn't get in the back door of the hardware store and then proceeds to argue with employees. She believed that the entire world should revolve around her. She also wore a mask long before the pandemic.
So she's
Unquote.
got a blue
Various
Trump hat
details
on
from this
and
user's comment
a
align with what is
medical
found in the
mask.
videos.
That explains,
It was likely
yeah.
also Andy that assisted her in setting up her YouTube channel, which began posting in 2008. This video, Rude Cockatoo Poops in Shower, is in the Mobility Mary archives. However, the link she posted in her Twitter does not link to her old YouTube. It does not even lead to YouTube for that matter. It links to a defunct oopsie.net. Using the Wayback Machine, instances of a mostly complete website can be recovered.
I mean, this is a
the left side tabs are
wild
dedicated to
documentary.
Mobility Mary. The right-hand side are links to friends' web pages, as was customary in 2007. One of these web pages is for Andrew, who also goes by Aspiring Geek. The bottom of the page credits Aspiring Geek for coding and maintaining Mary's website, which included its own forum and chat room. This website, as per the statistics page, hardly had any visitors. It also had a leaderboard of sorts that categorized its most active users by lines written. The user Lynn is at the top of the board. This page captures statistics from September 14th, 2007 to September 20th, 2007. In these 6 days, as per the time of day stats below, Mary typed 3,749 lines. If we divide this by 5 to translate them to paragraphs, that is nearly 750 paragraphs typed, or 25 essays a day.
25
Lynn was
essays
online
a
quite
day.
bit. Clicking on Lynn's profile confirms that Lynn is likely short for Linda, as it reads, quote, "I am the one and only oopsie," unquote. Age and gender also match Mary's description. As for her connections or lack of them, Mary's Twitter also rarely mentions her family. Instead are tweets directed towards Andy, asking about the website and petitioning to chat online. There is possibly something connected to these private requests and Linda's actions as the
Steiner
infamous
math.
Mobility Mary.
She's at this point in her life, she's alienated all friends and family, all right, to the point where she's fucking trying to get any sliver of attention from any stranger, even if it's negative attention. Even negative attention will do for this person.
That's true of a lot
Because
of people
nobody
online.
wants to be around them.
I think the only person that gives her positive attention anymore is Lady Winston.
Is the bird. Because it's fucking exhausting to be around a person like that, and nobody's into it.
Out of the 127 video catalog, there are about 12 videos recording Lady Winston. There are also several videos recording the weather outside. If these videos and Twitter posts are accurate slices of her life,
I mean, it's
if
perfect
the constant
boy.
conversations she forced upon strangers almost exclusively focused on pedestrian safety are the ones she primarily had, then Mobility Mary did not lead a very social or active life. Last to cover in her catalog are the few social events of sorts that she did record. These are mostly of local events, such as a neighborhood award ceremony, and similarly, holiday events likely run by the county.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks for coming out.
And thank you for doing this. It's wonderful.
Yes, we look forward to this.
In videos such as these, Mary has a flipped attitude, but the same exaggerative demeanor, like in this video where she appreciates the festive displays.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's an airplane with a spinning propeller and everything.
In this video, a dog is not on a leash and approaches Mary, yet she does not act in the same way she has trained viewers to expect.
Watch out, sweetheart.
No spoilers, Ricky.
Videos like these inspire a different reaction from viewers, one of sadness, as did news of her passing.
Apparently, Mobility Mary died. Fucking ripped to the goat. Do you see that post on the subreddit?
No.
Yeah, pull that up. I mean, it's real sad. Fortunately, there is some evidence that she may have perished. We knew her
Shared
name
that.
was Linda for
Yeah,
sure.
we knew the name was Linda. And then they found the address for a house that was owned by Linda Stone in that area. And I think the real kicker, it seems to be this.
Well, hold on. The house was on sale.
Right.
In a certain kind of, like when you die, a trust probate or something like that,
Yes.
was what happened basically when people die, they sell their house.
Correct.
Well, show the image, because that's the crowning jewel, not that one.
Oh, yeah.
So this is one of the images on Zillow. I mean, fucking.
Yeah.
That was it, huh? That was the scooter.
I think that's it.
Though Mary's scooter was silver, not red, the methods of selling the house and later notices of petitions to administer real estate practically confirmed her passing. As through the reporting of creator Maddie Redfern, Mary disinherited her family members, leaving her estate to Andrew. Additionally, though this video claims to reveal what is possibly Mary's face, the evidence is at best dubious, as the yearbook pictures as seen from the Ancestry page are of a Linda Stone, not Linda M. Stone. Several years down the line, a picture of Linda C. Stone can be found, whose facial features are similar to the prior yearbook captures. Perhaps this was the way it was always intended, with the face, not the fate, to remain a mystery. A recentering to focus on the media and her videos as she took the audience on her wild rides with her.
This is better than Disneyland.
Man, what a story, man. I think that's like June the King's masterpiece. I mean, taking like such a somehow both well known but also like really niche, but like really like good internet lore and making this like incredible video about it. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to go. I'll be back tomorrow for sightings. Friday, Memphis Wrestling, Saturday, Boyd Watch. But thanks for hanging out to begin the King's arc and then watching this amazing Mobility Mary documentary with me. But hopefully I'll see you next time.